Peace, peace, and love, family. Jeez. Okay, let's get it in. All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Talk with the Titans, live from London, UK, all the way to the US of A and worldwide. I'm your host, Kalam, and this is Talk with the Titans. Tonight's show, you know what? I've got my brother Gabz in the building again. We're about to break down some information today. Number one, we're going to break down some information. Number two, we're going to try to actually bridge the gap. You know, that's my objective today, is to actually to bridge the gap, to clear up all this confusion that's been going around. I've spoken to a few of my brothers, and they said, Cal, like, come on, Cal. Like, I liked you when you was the old Cal, when you're trying to bring people together again. So let me attempt that, okay? I'm going to attempt it for a final time. Let's see if we can bring everybody together. And let's stop the discord. Gabz, are you there? Are you ready? Let me know.
Yo, bro. Yeah, man. I'm here, man. What's happening, people? I'd like to say peace to everyone. Peace to everyone in the chat room. Peace to everyone that tuned in as well last night to the show. You know what I mean? It was a good show last night. I hope a lot of the people got some good information, you know. And yeah, I'm just glad to be here. So I'm gonna listen to what the brother Kalam has to say. Let's get in.
All right. So shouts to my notification gang. Those of you guys who click the bell, you know, somewhere down on the right-hand side of the screen, where it allows you to give notifications on your phones or even on your laptops. Whenever we go live, you are fully aware. You know, you're fully informed that we're live. So thank you guys for doing that. Also, please hit us up with some thumbs up. Hit us up with some thumbs up. Let us know that you like this information, okay? Let us know that you support Titans TV. I know the title is a bit controversial. Actually needed to be controversial because we're talking on a very controversial topic right here. A lot of you lot is going to leave a taste in your mouth. I won't even deny it. I'm talking both from the Kemetic side and from the Islamic side. You know, it's going to leave a nasty taste. I'm sure my Jews and my Christians, they can dig it. They can dig it. But I think everybody else may be quite surprised with the information that's about to be dropped today. You know what, let me actually give you some reasons, you know, because, you know, there's been a lot of things happening at the park, you know, as of late, for the last, I don't know, for quite a while now. It's been, you know, definitely Speaker's Corner has been kind of like ups and downs. And, you know, a lot of it is based upon, you know, misconceptions and disbelief on a big So today I would hope to, you know, unravel these certain mysteries and, you know, drop some bombs and drop some gems to you guys as well. See how you guys gravitate to it. And yeah, we're about to get in, you know, shouts out to my comment section. Kemet is in the building. Hannibal Bank back on goes in the building. Ali R, Honey Pharaoh, Bigaveli, content over everything, Anonymous, Beanock, you know, Extremely Balanced TV. Everybody's here, man. So, you know, peace to you, family. Miss KK in the building, Harry Singh in the building, you know, so we're all here today. So peace, family, peace. We're about to get it in. My brother, I know you might not even be prepared, but let me see if you are. Like, you know, there's been a lot of accusations that's been flinged out at the park. I don't know if you've caught a few of them, caught a lot of the slander that's going on. I just wanted to just briefly talk upon them, if you can.
Okay. So you mean like, what do you mean the comments? The comments like regarding the Kemets and us Kemetic people.
That's right.
Well, boy, where can we begin? Man, there's been some accusations were thrown at us like we're black supremacists, we're racists. Some people saying that I've heard people say that we're shaitans. Do you know what I mean? We're the actual devil, the living, breathing devils walking the earth. Do you know what I mean? Like big boy slanders have been thrown our way. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, there's been a lot of shade been thrown our way, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
Trust me, I don't know whether it's because we're black and we like the heat that they think that we're just shaitan or something. I don't know. Well, you know, anyway, it's there. So, yeah. You know, I'm not even gonna throw out any shade on that direction. But yeah, there's been a lot of stuff, man. There's been a lot of slander that's been going on. And I think it's time to address some of those slander. You know, they've been calling us shaitan, devil worshippers, ancestor worshippers, you know, this Kemet BS and adults as well. You know, literally calling, you know, nearly enough everybody from the Kemetic side out of their names. Okay. So we're going to address all of these things here. We're also going to address, you know, the similarities within side of Kemet and Islam. Okay. Because there is quite a lot of similarities within side of Kemet. and Islam that most people have no knowledge of. Okay, a lot of people have no knowledge of. You know, in terms of Tawheed, the Shahada, the older systems, the Saba'in, the Hanifiya, you know, Idris, and so forth and so forth. So we're gonna, you know, touch on a few of those things, see if we can actually bring people together, can have a better understanding of Kemetic philosophy and a better understanding of Islam itself, to see that it's two systems that aren't so distinct. Only distinct when a particular lens is actually viewing it and practicing it. Does it become distinct? So we're definitely going to touch on those things there. We're definitely going to go a lot into the Quran, and pull up on those times there, because most people don't know the Quran has got quite a fair bit amount of guidance in it. Okay, I'm not saying that, you know, my Kemetics should be you know, reading or you know, bringing Quranic information in as part of their own personal studies and their own personal guidance system. I'm just simply saying that a lot of texts, regardless of your religion, if it's the Bhagavad Gita, you know, whether it's the Torah, whether it's you know, the I Ching, etc., Confucius, all of those things has a lot of guidance, has a lot of wisdom, if we only but take time out to actually read them and realize them for ourselves. So my brother, okay, I'm definitely going to be putting up some Quranic quotes. I'm definitely going to be touching on the Kemetic Creed, for those people who aren't aware of the Kemetic Creed. Gabz, what I'm going to ask you to do in a little while is, if you could find your Kemetic Creed. Have you got your Kemetic Creed there with you? If you could find that, that'll be excellent still.
Let me see.
If you could find it, that'd be great. As well, family, please, like, share this link. Let everybody know. Let the family know that we're in right now. We're live and direct, and we're about to go. We're about to go in. Yeah.
I got that. Cool.
Yeah. So, you know, let me see if I can just share my screen with you guys. Let's see if I can share my screen. Let's see. I'm going to try. Let me see. I want to go right now. If you guys have got your Qurans ready, I want to just go there with you guys. Okay. We're actually going to be doing some Quranic lessons today. We're going to be going into the Quran today. So if you've got your Quran with you, please bring it out. We're going to be touching a lot of these things and seeing what's really good. Over real quickly. I'm just trying to do this.
Yo, all right, yeah, I'm here. How's everybody doing in the chat room? Is everybody having a good time? How's everybody's day been? Actually, further, I want to know how did everybody like the show last night? If you thought the show was good, you know, throw some ones in the chat room if you think the show was good. For those who think the show wasn't so good, just throw some twos. You know what I mean? We don't mind putting some haters in there as well. So we got to give the haters some light as well. So haters, if you think the show was very, very bad, throw them twos in. But if you think the show was good, throw them ones in. There you go. My boy Harry Singh's always up in there with the ones. Answer Martin, yeah, big up Answer. Dapstar. Who else we got in there? Silver Natty. Bigavelli. What's happening, bro? Ali R, yes, my brother. Rakim, bigging you up, bro. Throw the twos in. Silver Natty 1 and 2. Okay. Muhammad Mustafa 2 for the Muslims that was lying. Oh, okay. Miss KK must say what? Gabba Rags. Yeah, mad. All right. All right. You know, I'm getting out of here, man. You know, are too crazy. I'm getting out of here. Kalam, take over, bro.
The family is funny. So, you know, I was a bit, you know, the other day, I don't know, I really wanted to get my brother 9 Ethers on here, you know, because 9 Ethers was going in the other day. I was watching a video with Muhammad Tawheed and with some other guys, and they were calling, you know, I've seen it now, you know, they've now relabeled us, yeah, devil worshippers. Have you seen that? Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that trend now? I've seen it where a few of these brothers are saying, you know, Kemetics are devil worshippers, etc., etc., etc. And I just wanted to just pull up a little something over here. Surah verse 108 called Al-Anam, I believe, if I'm correct. And it basically says here, and do not insult those they invoke other than Allah, lest they insult Allah in enmity without knowledge. Thus we have made pleasing to every community their deeds, then to their Lord is their return, and he will inform them about what they used to do. Now, what I've noticed, okay, the trend that's been going on at Speaker's Corner is this, okay? They will now, dash out insults towards us. They will dash out insults towards our system, our philosophy, our traditions, our ancestors, etc., etc. But the moment, have you realized that the absolute moment we say something now in retaliation, just words in retaliation, what takes place, Gabz? There was the time with J Blacks, okay? Do you remember the time with J Blacks?
Yeah, I remember that time. It was peak.
The time they dished out an insult. They dished out an insult. J Blacks now returns the insult back to them. It's Bonnie's observation. And what took place? A fight nearly broke out.
All out riot, boy. Almost a riot still.
Almost a riot. Okay. Saracen, bless his little heart. He was, throwing out particular insults towards our brother Gary the other day. And soon as brother Sarah now returns the favor and says, you don't like it when we call such and such, fight almost broke out yet again. Have you noticed the trend? Have you noticed that trend where soon as we can take, we take what's dished out, but as soon as we retaliate, okay, it now becomes a situation, okay? And I'm going to say it to you like this. If you only but listen to the Quran, the Quran has got guidance and wisdom, If you only but listen to it, a lot of these issues that was taking place at Speaker's Corner wouldn't actually be taking place at Speaker's, didn't just, dash out your insults towards us. We would have no reason to throw any insults towards you. For the longest time, we've been coming to Speaker's Corner nice and humble and sweet, but we don't do anything. We don't do anything like that. But as soon as you dish out something, we retaliate, and we have the right to retaliate. Okay. So, but what I'm going to try to do today, okay, is not say you're wrong, we're wrong, this is wrong, and so forth. I want to actually come to some type of reconciliation with my brothers. I want to educate them on their deen, educate them on their religion, educate them on their way of life, educate them on their texts, educate them on their traditions, so they can come to some type of understanding of what it is that they practice and believe, and what we practice and we accept to be as true. So Gabz, come on, man. I need that energy, man. I need the medicine man to be flowing back and forth with me, King. So what are you saying to me?
Yeah, bro. No, man, I'm here, man. I hear what you're saying, man. Definitely, man. Because, the tension in the park and all the stuff that's been going on lately has just been mad hectic. So I get what you're saying about trying to, educate the Muslims, you know what I mean, and educate our brothers and sisters as well in the community, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. You know what I mean? We shouldn't be getting ourselves involved in all this bickering and arguments and fights. It's like school kids in the playground. Do you know what I mean? Let's just deal with the information. So I'm definitely down for dealing with the info. For those brothers who don't want to deal with the info, and them sisters that don't want to deal with the info, if it's not for you, just don't come on the show. You know the ones there. If you don't like what you're hearing, just don't come on the show. Don't come in the chat room. You know what I mean? Go and watch Love Island or something, or I don't know what else is on TV nowadays. Big Brother. Go and watch one of those soaps. Maybe those things there might entertain you. But for those who do want to learn, you know what I mean? Let's go. That is TV. We're here, man. You got the Medicine Man. You got Kalam L. You got loads of other titans out there. Sarah, Gary, Big Bro. You know what I mean? We're all here, baby. We're here to drop the knowledge. So let's get popping.
Definitely. And the last one, I just want to send, just one more little quote from the Quran real quickly, okay? Real quickly, because otherwise, just a minute ago, I talked about, the deities or Allah and so forth. Don't insult another person's system or God. I'm also going to just throw this one out there again. Don't insult another people. Don't call them these silly nicknames. Or you who have believed, let not people ridicule one another. Perhaps they may be better than them. Nor let women ridicule other women. Perhaps they may be better than them, and do not insult one another, and do not call each other by offensive nicknames. Wretched is the name of disobedience after one's faith, and whoever does not repent, it is those who are the wrongdoers. So I'm asking you guys now, I'm suing for peace, family. Please, like, you guys need to stop with this whole name calling. You know, I see you guys do this, like, you go wild in the comment section, doing mad name callings. You know what? Gary the other day is constantly being referred to as Gary Google. You know, the other day was referred to as Gary Glitter, who is a known pedophile, or was a known pedophile. You know, we have other individuals like Sarah that's been called out for his name, trying to effeminate his name. Myself, who's been called out, my name being called Snake, on all different jackals and all different types of names, which is just, I have to just sit back and laugh and just say, you guys are hilarious. I like it. But I have the brighter side to me where I can just laugh things off. But you know what? At the same time, I shouldn't have to be laughing things off. Sarah shouldn't have to be you know, feeling these types of abuse and offenses towards them. You know, same with Gary as well. Like, I don't understand why you guys actually do this. Every single time we speak with you guys, we treat you guys with respect. We call you guys brothers, we call you guys uncles, etc., etc., etc. I don't know, can you, Gabz, let me know. I want to know one thing real quickly, because I can see that we have plenty of nicknames in reference to the Kemetic side, but I want to know, do we have any nicknames for the Muslims, for Ali Dawa, for Muhammad Hijab, for you know, Muhammad Tawheed, anything? No, do we have anything like that?
No, we don't.
We have to a nickname is Hussein. We call Hussein what, the lion, or Hussein the peacemaker, and these are positive attributes. You know, these are positive things that we're seeing from our brother. And that's the only thing you can possibly say in terms of names outside of your name. And those are attributes that we're actually giving you a claim and praising you for. But why is it though? Why is it? I'm just saying, like, if we can just watch this and watch it with an earnest eye, like, can you guys see how you guys are mad disrespectful, you guys that love?
Yeah, it's true. No, you're right.
Let me know.
I was gonna say you're right, bro. You know, because that was another thing that I slightly starting to get annoyed with, because I didn't understand why some of the Muslim brothers were quick to give us names like Gary Google, Sarah, just coming up with some mad names. Like, no one, it's like, this is what I'm just talking about. It's like dealing with kids in a school playground. This is what you do. This is what you did in secondary school. You know what I mean? Not even college or uni. This is like secondary school antics. No one does this. We don't have no names. We don't go around calling people names and saying, yeah, this is your nickname, and taking the mick. We don't do that. Like, I don't see what the gain is in doing that. It doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, on that front, there has been a lot of name calling that, quite frankly, is just childish at the end of the day.
Trust me. And shout outs to my the comment section. Please, you guys need to behave in the comment section. I'm hearing that there is a lot going on. I'm just going to quickly add my brother Harry Singh. Harry Singh, you are now a moderator. Okay, so if anybody is chatting crud with inside of the comment section, my brother, you have the authority. You have the authority to put them on timeout and even block them if they continue to talk crud. Okay. So please, comment section needs to be regulated. I've got my brother Harry Singh in there. Usually Jay Blacks is up in there as well to regulate the chat system. So please, family, let's keep it fair and friendly, and do not abuse your other brothers and sisters within inside of the comment section. Okay. All right. Love. Now, you know, so I just want to just go into that and just let everybody know, like, our system personally, I don't know about your system. I don't know if your system teaches you violence, if your system teaches you to fight somebody, or to be violent with somebody, or try to intimidate somebody, or to go to war with somebody if they insult your prophet, or insult your God, or insult your religion. Like, I don't know if that's part of your religion. You lot have to let me know if that's part of your system itself. Okay, but we have our own system. Okay, and that system is Ma'at. And Ma'at teaches us, let me just read something real quickly here. It says, punish them not for their many misdeeds. They are one, and now it's quoting from a personal point of view. I am one that does not know himself. I am a mindless man. All day long I follow my mouth, an ox after fodder. Okay, so this right here teaches us, okay, do not punish certain individuals for their many misdeeds. They're simply individuals that don't know themselves. They're simply in ignorance. Okay, they're mindless individuals. They literally follow their mouth like an ox follows the fodder. Basically, they're just rolling off of instinct. So a lot of the times, you know, we have that Christianic teachings, or shall I say, Jesus had, you know, the Kemetic teachings, where we do those ones there where we turn the other cheek in a certain sense. You know, we forgive those for what they're doing because they don't know what they're doing. Ignorance. So we're not going to punish you if you're in a state of ignorance. But I'm just going to give you the warning. If you don't continue, like, we have the right to now defend ourselves and start issuing out certain things to you. And we don't want to do those things there because we view you respectfully. We view you guys as our children in wisdom, in knowledge, in religion, in all those things there. And we don't want to punish our children needlessly. Okay, we give you the warnings, we put you on notice, and then when you take it that further extra step, you have to get a spanking. Okay, and just as, you know, our brother Adnan Rashid, yeah, wanted to push, he had to get a spanking to be put down in his place. Okay, so what I'm saying to you guys, okay, we don't want to issue out the spanking. Sarah every single week doesn't want to issue out that spanking to you guys. Okay, he just wants to be there peacefully, calm, do his talking, and so forth and so forth. But if you guys, you know, continue, we may just have to lay a little something down. And I'm not talking physically, okay, right now. I'm not talking physically right now. I'm talking information wise. So please just keep it calm and let's just enjoy our company and be hospitable with each other. Go ahead, King. Did you want to say something?
No, man, you're right and exact with that, man. I ain't got nothing to say on that point. You said it how it is still. So I ain't got nothing really to say on that.
All right. Somebody just asked, what was I reading from? Is this book here, and it's called Ma'at, the Moral Ideal in Ancient Egypt, a study in classical African ethics by Maulana Karenga. Okay, by Maulana Karenga. If you don't know who Maulana Karenga is, he's literally, I don't know if you heard of Kwanzaa before. If you've heard of Kwanzaa, let me know. He's literally the individual who instituted Kwanzaa within inside of the Afro-American community, and it's also transcended also into the African and the European, Afro-European community as well. Those of us who are in Europe, England, Amsterdam, and so forth, we all, some of us, we practice Kwanzaa as part of the Pan-African movement as well. So that's that individual right there. Please, purchase it. That is a big book still. All right. So let's get it in, man. Let's get it in. Let me see. Where did I want to go next with you? Where did I want to go next with you, family? So, all right, let's get it in. Because really and truly, all of this is not really viable. If we continue down this path of I'm seeing like every single week, there is fights and commotions and arguments taking place. And I really hate that to be a reoccurring theme. Last couple of weeks, you know, it went down a little bit, and it was kind of all right. Okay, we can get along, and then it's just escalating again. So I just want to bring it back again. Okay, I just want to bring it back again to a peaceful way of doing things. You know, like I know a lot of you brothers are saying, you know what, like we love our prophet more than we love our own mothers. But like, all right, cool. Like I hear you. You love your prophet more than your own mothers. Like no. That's cool. You can do that. It's like if you're not self-disciplined enough or self-mastered enough, where somebody says something that you don't particularly like about your prophet, please do not present yourself in the public or propagating your prophet, because that leaves you open for your prophet to be critiqued. That leaves you open for your prophet to be potentially insulted, or you being potentially offended. So simply, like one of our teachings is this, you know, whatever you deem sacred, you keep it secret, you guard it with your life. It is precious. Nobody is not coming into the mix with that. So if your prophet is so sacred to you, bring it or mix it around the profane world, because you're going to be upset. So what I'm saying to you is either you learn just like the atheists learn, just like the Christians learn, just like the Jews learn, just like the Kemetics and the Sikhs learn. like to be self-mastered and not feel threatened by somebody speaking about your prophet in a particular way that you don't particularly like just remove yourself or adopt the similar practices as the Jews, the Christians, the atheists, the Sikhs, the Hindus, when it comes to speaking about their deities or their sages or prophets. Just adopt that, man. Just adopt that. Okay. If not, I don't know what to say to you. I don't even know what to say to you, but I just hope like we can come to some type of reconciliation. That's what I'm saying to you. Another thing I wanted to do actually is that let's actually come to a better understanding of ourselves, okay? Because a lot of times I can see that there's just pure misconception when it comes to do with Kemet, with Kemetic information. Again, it's just like a madness, and I don't really want to be, you know, scalping heads because you're now being very ignorant and insultive after time and time after again. We're actually teaching you guys about the information and trying to bring you guys into the light. All right, so please, like, let's just be easy with each other, okay? And we're definitely going to be here to try to teach you as much as possible. All right, Gabz, Kemetic creed to hand.
Yeah, I got the Kemetic creed. Yeah, I got it up. Yeah.
All right, that's good. Before you go into it, I actually want us right now to go to the Quran. Okay, I want us to go to the Quran yet again because I'm doing this show mainly for my Muslim brothers, because I've spoken to my Muslim brothers, my the wise, my elder Muslim brothers, and they've asked me, you know, like, Kalam, let's bring this back together again. Let's bring this back together again. So these ones here are really dedicated to my Muslims and my Kemetics. Don't worry, man. You guys, the other guys, you got your turn soon. You got your turn soon. But let me just give it to them first, and then we can get back to the regular scheduled programs. All right. So let me actually share my screen once more. Let's get it. And it says here, say to the Ahlul Kitab. Okay, say, O people of the scriptures, come to a word that is equitable between us and you. Okay, so let's come to some type of reconciliation. Let's come to something that we both can agree on. Let's come to something that is just between both of us. Okay, and what the Quran now teaches us here, it says that we will not worship except Allah and not associate anything with him, and do not take gods instead of Allah. But if they turn away, then say, bear witness that we are those who are peaceful. I'm going to change up and say peaceful. I don't want to say Muslims here. I want to say peaceful. So for you, Gabz, you know, as ancient or Kemetic practitioners, you know, the thing that endears us most is Amun Ra. The thing that endears us most is Ra. The thing that endears us more is Atum. The thing that endears us more is Ptah, etc., etc., etc. This is our you know, deity, or our highest principle. So I want to know, you know, can we come to an equitable word? Okay, can we come to an equitable word where there is this concept of deity that we can all agree upon? So Gabz, I want to know, inside of the Kemetic creed, could you read out the theology aspect of it, please?
Okay. The theology. God is one, and the creator of all things, which continue to depend on God as elements in a hierarchy of beings. So I'm gonna say it one more time. God is one,
So
and the creator. Yeah.
Go ahead.
You sure? And the creator of all things. Yeah. Which continue to depend on God as elements in a hierarchy of beings.
Perfect. So what I want to do right now, okay, what I want to do right now is I want to invite some Muslims onto the show with us. I want to invite some Muslims. So if you are a Muslim and you would like to come onto the show, okay, I'm going to invite you on, and I want to see, okay, can we come to this equitable word? Can we come to something that we all agree on, such as God is one, and what is he? He's the creator of all things. Could you just read out once more?
God is one, and the creator of all things, which continue to depend on God as elements in a hierarchy of beings.
All right. So I want to know, from the Islamic perspective, perspective, even from the Christian perspective, can we come to that word? Can we come to something that we all agree upon? Do we all hold tight into this one deity concept, or this deity divine concept that created all things, and we all depend on him, and we all are all sustained by it? I want to say it or him. Come to that. That's what I'm going to say. All right. Can we come to that? And you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to post it inside of the chat section right there. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Saracen, what are you saying, family? You going to come in with us? You was talking some stuff the other day that, you know, was very interesting as well, kind of sparked this show even more so. So let's know. Miss KK, I think I'm going to make you moderator. All right, let's get you in here, Queen. Okay, and Sierra's in here. So let's know. Miss KK, I'm going to make you moderator. Okay, and Sierra, all you have to do is mute the YouTube or turn it off because you're with us right now. All right. All right.
Bro, Kalam.
Go ahead, King.
Did you see what I want you to deal with? You see what Malik Bilal just wrote in the comment section?
What did he write?
He put your God is not the same God. Your Kemet God has totally different attributes and is depicted even as a graven image.
Okay. Okay. All right. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that in a little while. Hassan.
Yes, Kalam. How are
you there, my brother?
Yes, I'm here.
Well. I'm well, thank you.
How's everyone else? Gabz.
What's popping, bro? You good? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. How's everyone in the group?
Yeah, man, we're good, man. We're good, bro.
You see, you know what's a madness? I woke up this morning and dropped my son to school, and guess what? This guy was still on there since night. 11 hours worth of chat. My brother was still on, getting in with the Americans.
Yeah,
my brother. That's big. That's big.
Definitely, man. It's a very, I mean, I haven't really been informed with the whole Kemetic scriptures and everything with the whole Kemetic movement, but it's really interesting, and it's very interesting to learn your history and your heritage and where you come from.
Yes, I love that. It seems as though my Somalian brothers are actually going in, they're learning more about the Kemetic stuff. Brothers were bringing up some information, letting us know that, you know, we are the Kemetic, the ancient Egyptians. We are the Commissions and so forth. So that's interesting. That's good. I love that. So I want to know, my brother, can we come to that equitable word? Can we come to that just agreement that we all share in the concept of the oneness of the creator, him being the creator of all things and the sustainer of all things?
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone's just got their own different perspective of who the creator is, and it's not to be biased, but I think it just comes from knowledge and you know, where you come from, where you grew up, who influenced you. All of these aspects play a part in what you believe. And I think just depending on the household you're brought up in, really, you know, if you're brought up in a Muslim household, you know, that's the, you know, religion you follow. But Islam doesn't teach us to be, you know, blind followers in the sense that we just, you know, follow exactly what our parents teach us, but also to learn, to see how the sources came about, and yeah, just to seek more knowledge, which Titans TV is always pushing for people to do, which is very inspiring.
Excellent. And you know, I just wanted to go there right now, so I want to go a little further into our theology. So once again, Gabz, could you just read out the theology once more? And I'm going to expand upon it just a little bit. Every single week, we should be able to expand on our theology and our creed a little bit more, so we have more information. Let's grasp the foundation, then we can go up a notch. So go ahead, King.
Yeah. So which part are we going to?
The theology once more.
Oh, theology once more, yeah. So the theology. God is one and the creator of all things. which continue to depend upon which continue to depend on God as elements in a hierarchy of beings.
Excellent. I'm going to continue. Okay, so this is coming now from the Hermetica. Okay, the Hermetica is another one of our texts. So let's get it in. And it says here, okay, Assalamu alaikum, brother. He just jumped in. Just keep your mics muted, King. All right. It says here, since the craftsman made the whole cosmos by reasoned speech, not by hand, you should conceive of him as present, as always existing, all as the one and only, and as having crafted by his own will the things that are his body, neither tangible nor visible, nor measurable, nor dimensionable, nor like any other body. It is not fire, nor water, nor air, nor spirit. Yet all things come from it, because he is good. So I want to know, okay, this is one of our definitions of the supreme, of the deity, of the one, of the monad, of the the deity itself, the grand architect of the universe itself. I want to know, is that compatible with us coming to an equitable word? And that's to my Muslims.
So yeah, so basically, when you say equitable, do you mean this? You mean a common ground in the sense that we worship the same God, or how?
I'm not going to judge worshiping the sinner. I'm saying about the principle, the deity. Can we all agree that we have that same principle, that foundation?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, basically, in Islam, you know, we constitute the very foundation that that there is no deity except the one God, who we call Allah. To us, he is invisible. We don't see him. We believe he's the Almighty. He's the creator. He's the sustainer of the universe, who has no beginning, has no end, has no children, has no partners, and he's nothing unlike his creation. And we cannot conceive of anything that is similar to him. Do we believe that we will get to see him? Yes, when we do go to heaven. And that's basically just the basics of Islamic theology, I would say.
No problem. So again, I just want to make sure, like, so far what we've, spoke from our theology and what we just read out, to describe or define the creator a little bit more. Can we all agree on that? That's what I want to know. So I hope so. My brother Abu Hamid, are you there, King?
Yes, bro. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. So today, I don't know how much you've seen or if you've just jumped in. I just want to make sure that you're up to par. We've seen that there's been a lot of confusion in the park. Individuals have been calling, the Kemetics, ancestral worshippers, devil worshippers, all different types of names, which has caused a lot of controversy and contention in the park. And today, we're trying to bridge the gap. We're trying to mend the fence, so to speak, and see if we could come to common grounds. The Quran teaches us. Let me just quickly go to the Quran again. The Quran teaches us this. What does it teach us? The surah, it teaches us in chapter 3, verse 64, say to the people of the scripture, and I believe that you guys, the Muslims, are the people of the scripture as well, come to a word that is equitable, that is just between us and you, and say that we worship Allah alone and associate nothing with him. So I just want to see, from the principle of the deity side, can we come to common grounds and both accept that we both have a principle of the oneness, the monad, the creator of all things, that everything depends and is sustained by it, etc., etc., etc. Can we come to common grounds like that?
Okay. Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa wala. Thank you very much for giving me the time, Kalam. Hope you're all good and have Iman, inshallah. The thing is this, to all you Kemet brothers and sisters, is that one thing you have to understand about Islam and Muslims is that although Islam in its essence is peaceful and we call it a peaceful religion, however, it is only peaceful with those who want peace. So if you as a Kemet or Jew or Christian extend your hand to me as a Muslim, I will gladly shake your hand and make peace with you. Because we want peace. We don't want conflict. We don't want confrontation. However, that being said, Islam is not a pacifist religion. Islam does not teach that when someone humiliates you, or not just you as a Muslim or your religion, if you see other people being humiliated, whether they be Kemets, Muslims, Christians, Jews, whatever, even atheists, if you see people are being oppressed, whether it be physically, verbally, psychologically, it is our duty as Muslims to try to prevent it. Now, with that being said, at the park, because the whole discussion is surrounding what's happening in the park, recently what we have been witnessing is that there has been a sort of tension between Muslims and the Kemet brothers and sisters and the Israelites. Now, the reason for that being, and this is just my own subjective opinion, is that it seems that there are certain individuals amongst the Kemet brothers and sisters that are deliberately antagonizing and provoking us Muslims. Why that is, I personally believe that certain people like to promote themselves, and they believe that by causing conflict is a good way of promoting yourself because it gets you views, it makes you popular. Because these very same individuals, I have known them for years. I went to the park, and we didn't have these issues at first. It's only recently. So I question the sincerity of a lot of things that the brothers within the Kemet bring up. I don't believe that most of you are sincere, to be honest. I'm just being frank with you. I believe that you know, if we are honest with each other, it all boils down to basically that you know, we have a new group coming to the park, which is the Kemetic, and it's very young, vibrant, with black brothers who basically maybe searching for a identity, and they don't really can identify with Islam and Christianity, so they wish to kind of promote black history, black power, you know, this kind of ideology, which is fine, beautiful, no problem. However, the way they go about doing it seems to be they seems to think that the best way of promoting this ideology is
brother,
by.
Hold on 1 second,
Yeah.
my brother. I know I've allowed you to go on, and I know I've allowed you to go on, but unfortunately, I don't want to go sidetracked. I want to keep on to exactly what we're discussing today, and just keep on going down that trail of thought, because I'm trying my very best to not bring up certain things from the past. And we're trying to just see if we can bring up something that we can all both agree on, so we can stop these name callings and so forth that's going on in the park, and see if we can bridge the gap between the two communities by just going down this particular path and being educated more about the Kemetic side, so you can understand us.
Right. Can I? All right. Cool. Okay. Let's keep it within perspective. The best way of stopping any type of conflict or bad feeling and promote peace between each other, Kalam, is that we respect each other, and we don't hide behind the notion of freedom of speech in order to insult each other. So, if, for example, if someone
Unfortunately, I don't know if you got your hand over your mic, but we cannot hear you.
Hello, can I just elaborate, I think, on what he's trying to say?
You can hear him?
No, I can't hear him, no, I can't hear him, no.
Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, basically, I think what he's just trying to say is let's just work on the premises of respecting each other, regardless of freedom of speech and how much freedom of speech you have, whether freedom of speech allows you to insult someone, be disrespectful to someone, use certain language that is maybe conceived as rude and bad. I think he's just trying to say, let us all be mature in the way we deal with one another. I personally, being a Muslim, I don't agree with everything, and I don't agree with a lot of the actions that Muslims come with to Speaker's Corner. I don't agree with the way sometimes they preach. It's not because I'm right. It's just basically disrespectful to the Kemetics. But I can also say that there are some brothers from the Kemets who also, would I say, fall victim or are just reacting to Muslims. I don't know, So we can't start this first. I think we just need to drop everything, start fresh. I think Kalam, you're doing a very good job in trying to bridge gaps. I think we should just drop everything. I think most of us have kids. We're grown-ups. We're grown men. And I think we should just be more mature in the way we approach things. And that's the only way. That's the only way we can progress. But the moment we start being disrespectful to each other, start start mocking our beliefs or the Kemetic belief, then it just becomes a game. It just becomes a game. It doesn't become a field of knowledge. It just becomes a battle of who got the biggest cuss words, and it just becomes very immature, and it feels like we're in a school backyard when we should be seeking knowledge. And so basically I would say, if someone doesn't have anything knowledgeable to say, then be quiet. Even the Prophet himself, there's a very famous statement which even the most ignorant of Muslims know, and is that if you don't have anything good to say, keep quiet. If you tell any Muslim this hadith, they will not deny it. They will not deny that is from the Prophet, where he said, if you do not have anything good to say, keep quiet. Now, if you look at the hadith is in a general sense, meaning if you say to if you have something to say to a non-Muslim or a Muslim, right? If you don't have anything good to say, keep quiet. So regardless of what someone has said to you, you don't now go on their level of saying the same thing. And that's why I respect Kalam a lot for not using language that I think you find to be profanity.
Can I jump in, Kalam, quickly?
Yep, real quickly, I just wanted to let you guys know, I've got the same tradition as well, I got authentic narrations from I'm catching joke with you guys real quickly. Got authentic narrations from my mother. She said to me, you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all, boy. All right, Abu Hamid.
Yeah, so I agree with the brother what he said. Only one point that I disagree is that by you, Kalam. Although I have utmost respect for you, I believe many Muslims have been very unfair to you, calling names and stuff like this, and I do disagree with that. However, I do have slight criticism towards you and brother Gabz, and that is the same way we Muslims are always fair towards you when it comes to Muslims being racist towards black people, even yourself, calling you niggers, calling you blacks or monkeys, and we totally despise this, and we totally disassociate ourselves with any Muslim who makes these kind of comments. At the same time, I don't see the same type of consistency from you brothers within the Kemet when it comes to individuals like Sora, when he makes these very vulgar attacks, verbal attacks against Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. I don't see you guys clearly disassociating yourself from him, and this in itself is one of the main reasons why there has been such a friction between us now, because that the brothers within your community are not standing up and condemning this type of rhetoric towards us. Because let's face it, guys, this what certain people are doing, like Sora. He is actually, more or less declaring war against Muslims. Let's not mince words. Yeah, we're not white European liberals. Yeah, we see things from a different lens than them, the same way you guys do. You understand? We see this as a clear declaration of war against Muslims and Islam. Now, look, we want, like I say, we want peace. We don't want problems, and we don't want us to be fighting each other. You know, I just want us to promote our own respective ideologies and beliefs in a peaceful manner. However, it cannot be any type of peace when we have people attacking someone or someone's belief. The same way we are not supposed to attack your beliefs, we do not accept when someone attacks our prophet or our belief. Okay, it should not be acceptable. We should not allow the white European liberals dictate to us what is morality, what we should say, what we should not say. See, for us, there's a struggle. The same way the black brothers and sisters, they had the black struggle, they had the civil rights movement back in America, in this country. There was a time when the black people used to be compared to dogs in this country, not a long time ago. Now, the same time now, we Muslims are going through the same struggle that you brothers went through many, many years. Is that now we are fighting for our rights. What is that right? That right is that we should have the right not to be insulted. We should have the right that our dignity and our honor when it comes to our religion is protected and preserved. The same way we fight for our Prophet Kalam, now listen to me, just final thing. The same way we fight for our Prophet and his honor, by Allah, I will fight for anyone's right, any other person, whether he's a Muslim or not, for his right not to be insulted. So if a Muslim comes and he mocks Kemet religion, he mocks your belief, I will stand next to you. And I will fight even for you to make sure that your belief is not trampled upon.
All right. You know what? I'm going to put you to the test because I know Sunday's coming and it's going to happen soon. So I'm going to put you to the test. But what I really would like to do is, this particular conversation, we've actually got a show scheduled in very soon for this particular conversation. Is to do with each, right of freedoms or freedom of rights, etc., etc. And we're going to be discussing this with the show with my brother Atheist Rob. If you know the Atheist Rob who does Speakers Corner UK, actually let me just say that again, agnostic atheist Rob. Okay, that's how he likes to be coined. So let me say that. So we're gonna be doing a show like that. I'm definitely gonna be inviting brother Sarah on the show so he can say his piece. Unfortunately, he's not here today. Gonna be fair to discussing certain individuals whilst they're not actually here. We're gonna sure when it's gonna be. I did arrange it I did have it arranged for Tuesday, but unfortunately we done another show yesterday. But we're gonna see if we can rearrange it. We're gonna have brother Raza on, brother Raza on. Hopefully we can have Abu Hamid on, brother Sarah on, and brother Rob on as well as Gabz, and we can discuss this whole freedom of speech and whether or not we have the right to actually push the boundaries and say certain things that may be deemed as offensive to others. And if we are in the wrong for actually saying this, should we bring about some type of efficacy system whereby we shouldn't be stating certain things? If not, or if we are allowed to state certain things, do we as individuals have an issue with controlling ourselves, our emotions, our temper, and so forth like that? So we can be discussing all of this on a different show. Okay, that's a different show. We're definitely going to have lined up. Just bear with us, and we're going to announce that show very soon, because it's a very good topic, and I think it definitely needs to be announced. Hold on real quickly. Abu Talha, did you have something to say?
Yes, basically what I wanted to say is there is a difference, right, between talking about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu and his marriage to Aisha, which every Muslim wants to discuss.
Okay, my brother, pause before you go. I'm not doing that today. Okay, I'm not having a discussion today. So if there's anything else, let me know. We've got a particular schedule that we're trying to get through, and I'm not trying to go there. Okay. So, brother Ansir, did you have anything to say?
Hi, Caleb. Yeah, I was just going to talk about the last point, but you've already wrapped it up, so there's no point. It's cool. Oh,
okay. So, would you like to be on that show, freedom of speech?
Yes, definitely. What I would have said, what I've got prepared, I'll bring it up then.
Okay, excellent. That's good. Let's see who else we got here. We've got Arsenal in the building and Sam in the building. These two individuals, we haven't had your voices heard yet. So let me see what you got to say. Arsenal, please unmute your mic. Okay, I guess your mic isn't working. I'm just going to mute everybody's mic. Sam, are you able to speak? Arsenal, if you're speaking, we can't hear you. Please give some thumbs up. Please, let's get, like, we got over 150 people tuned in right now, and we don't even have 50 likes. What's going on, man? This ain't right. This ain't right. And show me those thumbs up. Show me your support for Titans TV. Show me your support for freedom of speech. Show me your thumbs up for diversity. Okay, for diversity right now. So show me those thumbs up. I like it. The ones that are in the building as well. But I really want to see those likes. That's what really counts right about now. So let's get it in, family. Let's get it in. And let me just rephrase the whole show for those of you guys who are tuning in live just now. The purpose of this particular show is to bring unity amongst the Kemetics and the Muslims at present. Okay, the Kemetics and Muslims. Okay, the Quran is an excellent guide or a teacher. It says, okay, let us come to us. For those people who are of different faiths, let us all agree that we all have a similar principle at hand, and we all worship that similar principle. Call it a deity, call him Atum-Ra, call him Amun-Ra, call him Ptah, call him Allah, call him Al-Rahman, call him Ar-Rab. Whichever name you choose to call it, that divine being, that deity, call it the all, call it the source, call it the energy. Okay, whatever name you have for that particular thing, it is the cause and the reason that we are all here today. Okay, so can we come to that common grounds? And I've asked my Muslim brothers, can we come to that common ground? I just want to make sure. So far, my brother Hassan has come to common grounds with us. So is there another Muslim in here can come to common grounds with us? I'm going to go to Abu Talha. Can you come to common grounds with us on that?
Can I say something, bro? Because you're going to go through the whole Muslims, brother, and I wanted to interject on what the brother said, because he mentioned my name. I was going to say, obviously the brother said something about, obviously me and you not being able to talk to one of our brothers about him when he's having debates or he's speaking with other Muslims. And saying that it's kind of we're not showing the same kind of respect or something. But one thing I will say is, from my time being in the park, I've seen Muslims getting at every single religion. I've seen them taking the mick out of Christians. I've seen them taking the mick out of Hebrews. I've seen them taking the mick out of Kemets. I've seen them taking the mick out of atheists. You see what I'm saying? Also, from my time being there, I've experienced. I've seen Muslims calling black people monkeys. I've seen people. I've heard people saying Kemet bullshit. I've heard all kinds of nonsense, but I haven't heard. I've yet to see someone from the Kemetic side saying any of those racial slurs or any of those things. The only thing that people keep referring to is the one of our brothers, Sarah, when he has these debates with Muslims, and obviously the topic comes up where he speaks on certain things that the Muslims don't have an issue with him talking about it, but the way he addresses it is the thing that they have an issue with. That seems to be the main problem. Do you know what I mean? If the brother addresses a situation or a topic the way he knows how to, there's nothing we can do, regardless if you don't like it or not, or you do like it. That's just the way the brother speaks. And the thing is, people say, do you and the brother Kalam go and speak to that brother and tell him this and tell him that? Listen, of course, there's been times when we speak and we've said certain things, but at the end of the day, that's the own brother. We don't control him. You know what I mean? I don't control his mouth. I can't put my soul in him and stop him from saying what he wants to say. At the end of the day, there's going to be times where he could be talking, I'm not even there. You can't now just say that's the Kemetics. Do you see what I'm saying? So
Kalam. Wait. I was called. Let me just say this. Let me just say something quickly. Yeah, I want to say with Gabz, I agree with you. And if we see, people insulting Kemetic and actually making fun of your religion, yeah, we as Muslims are going to condemn them and try to stop them from doing that, right? We want in this park here to be respect, mutual respect. We don't want anyone to fight. We don't want anyone to actually butt heads, yeah. But if somebody is coming in and actually trying to provoke people, something's going to happen one day. That's what I'm saying. One time, something's going to happen, yeah. And if it's you, if somebody says something really bad to you, yeah, about your own faith, about something you really believe in, yeah, you might act out at some point, and that's just how it happens. That's human emotion, right? But I'm saying there should be common ground, and I agree with Kalam as well. Yeah, we have to come together and we have to stop this feud and stop attacking each other. We could obviously discuss heated things that we don't agree with each other, but it should be in a respectful way, without using foul language, without insulting. Just discuss about the issue, right? If you have a problem with a certain issue, talk about it without using foul language, without calling names in it, without name calling. Like, we have no problem as Muslims. Anything you want to talk about it with us, right? We have no issue with that. We're not sensitive like that. But when you want to use insults and swearing, that's when we take issue. That's how it is. And even with you, yeah, you will not like it if somebody Muslim comes every day swearing about, you know, whatever you believe in, which is Ra or Amun or whatever you believe in, yeah. Somebody swearing and insulting, you won't like it, I'm telling you. So we're just saying, yeah, come together and have the peace.
Gabz, Gabz, can I ask something, Gabz?
Yeah.
Gabz, I'm gonna bring the medicine to you, bruv. Just hold on, yeah? I'm gonna ask you what you said, fam. Yeah, I've got the medicine for you, Gabz. Now you said something like, you said what'd you say? You said, first of all, okay, two things you said. You said you never heard or seen a Kemetic doing racial slurs towards any Muslim. Is that right?
Yeah, me personally, no, I haven't. No.
Okay, bruv, you need to have a look at some of these. Hang on. You need to have a look at some of these YouTube comments, bruv. That goes on, not just on Titans, but some other Israelite comments that certain people within the Israelites and the Kemets put towards Arabs and Muslims. But that's a side note.
100%.
I'm gonna say something to you, Gabz. Yeah, is that I condemn any Muslim, anyone who makes any racial remarks towards black people. Do you condemn Sora for the things that he says about our prophet and the way he attacks our prophet? Do you do that, Gabz?
Okay. First thing, let me answer your first question. So the first thing you said, yeah, about people in the comment section. Now, the comment section, I can't really speak on the comment section. That could be anyone. People can put edges up and say they're Kemetic or Hebrew, and they might not be, and they can say what they want. But I was talking about me actually being in the park, like being the speaker's corner. I've witnessed things being said to the Kemetic people. I've witnessed things being said, and I haven't witnessed anyone from the Kemetic side saying anything racist in the park to anyone. You see what I'm saying? That's just on that note. Now, on the whole thing on the whole thing with Sarah, now, I'm not gonna condemn no one. That's not me to condemn no one. If the brother's having a discussion with someone on a particular topic, and he expresses himself the way he wants to, that's down to him. I can't say anything on it. Do you know what I mean? I can't now start saying.
We say it as well. We say it when we.
Can I say something?
No. Can you lot all mute your mics? Okay. At Talk with the Titans, we literally have 3 rules. Rule number 1 is to keep your mics muted at all times. Rule number 2 is to respect our Titan ciphers. So if they're speaking, please don't try to interrupt. Rule number 3, okay? Rule number 3 is no profanity, number 1. I just realized I have to just upgrade it a little bit. And no personal attacks, okay? Yesterday, I was quite shocked at a particular personal attack, which was profanity as well. So these are the 3 rules at Titans TV, at Talk with the Titans. So please maintain order, okay? Maintain order. I'm literally going to give you that 1 opportunity to mess up, and at the second time, I'm hitting the eject button, and unfortunately, you cannot re-enter once the eject button has been pressed. So now, the way that you can get my attention to let me know that you want your mic unmuted is to literally wave your hand or mute your mic and mute it back again, or hit a 1 or something like that with inside of the comment section, and I will open up your mic. So if somebody would like to speak right now, do one of those things. And Sia just gone first. Let's see if there's anybody else.
I didn't get to finish.
Number 2, and then Hassan number 3, and Abu Talha number 4. All right, so go ahead, Ansia.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, I mean, I wasn't really going to talk about these things because I didn't really know we were discussing this issue. But the thing really basically comes down to the fact that if a non-Muslim or anybody brings up the issue of Aisha and her age and Prophet Muhammad marrying and having sex with her, the Muslims go crazy. They literally do. Now, that's not really profanity or abuse. If there's a definition of a word called paedophile, if a grown man has sex with a small child, it's a paedophile. If a man is suspected or has some reports of doing that, he's a suspected paedophile. Yes, that's a given definition. Now, if somebody comes along and uses these terms, these people get upset because they don't want to see it like that. They do not want to face the facts. Now, if we want to have a debate about how old she was, let's bring the evidence, bring this hadith. Guess what? It's Aisha's own hadith. So if you're going to bring up hadith and then say, no, but that hadith is better than that hadith, we don't really care, mate. There's enough evidence for it to go either way. So this is something that we could debate. There's no need to get upset, no need to get violent. And we live in a country where the rules support that. Words are words and arguments are arguments. Physical threats, personal threats, attacking your family, talking about your family. Where's the place for this? I thought this was intellectual debates. Who crosses that line first? Yeah, who crosses that line first? That's my point.
Thank you. All right, then it was brother Gabz next, and then Hassan.
Yeah, man. That was a good point that the brother Ansar put up there, because that was a very good point. But going back to the whole thing about condemning the brother Sarah, at the end of the day, like I was saying, yeah, I can't put any words in his mouth. I can't condemn the brother. If that's the way he addresses his arguments and stuff, that's the way he does it. I can advise the brother. I can give him some advice and say, bro, maybe you might want to tone down a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Or try and not use too much. You know what I mean? I can advise him. But if he doesn't go with my advice, I'm not going to condemn him. He's just not taking my advice. Do you know what I mean? So I just have to accept that. I'm not now just going to disassociate myself with him or condemn him and stuff like that. Just the way he is. Everybody has that one friend that goes around doing craziness when they're out. Doesn't mean you're going to disassociate yourself from your friend. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously when you do chat to them, they are a friendly person and they are a good person to you. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's just my stance on that. That's what I got to say. Go on, brother Kalam.
Yeah. And again, yeah, man. No, I think for me, it's a false analogy. Comparing somebody being racist and somebody critiquing, critiquing something, but using inflammatory words. Granted, it's inflammatory words, but is it incorrect words? As my brother Ansar has pulled up, that now has to be debated. Like, if it's not, if it's not slander and it's true, then there's no reason why another individual can't use those words. And I would tell you, granted, it's quite inflammatory, but is it wrong to use inflammatory words? I don't particularly think so. On my behest, words. Because that's just me. I'm trying to be a peacemaker. I'm just trying to get on with somebody. But at the same time, you got to understand the frustration, okay? Like certain times, okay, as black people, yeah, we hold a lot of stuff down, we hold a lot of stuff down. But then after a while, you can get those ancestral memories here that just jogs your soul. You can't help but speak out. And you can't help but say certain things that may be inflammatory, but might just be true, just to wake up your other brothers and sisters that are fully asleep. So I can't condemn my brother. I wouldn't even try to condemn my brother. I don't think my brother's doing anything wrong to be condemned. I condemn anybody else who takes offense to what my brother has to say, into the respect of wanting to, lay hands on my brother. Because I personally believe that we all have the freedom to talk. Just as the same way that nobody amongst us raises hands or wants to fight anybody in the park because they're saying, we worship our ancestors, or this Kemetic BS, or just insulting the ancestors and all those things there. I don't know, man. I don't know. I see Christians as well, like Jesus is being insulted like forever, for days at the park, but they're still able to hold it down. I think we should all choose to hold ourselves down and still and be responsible for our own selves, and don't think, at the moment, one of my teachings is, if somebody else gets you angry, that means now they're in control. You're no longer in control. If anybody can move you, that means they now have power over you. And that's one of the most detestable things for myself, to fully realize, to understand that somebody else has power over me. Them ways there, like you see a police officer telling you to move. I'm like, what the? Who tell it to me. Don't do that to me. Like, don't you know who I am? I'm Kalam L. But so it's the same thing. Like, I don't see why people are getting upset. If you don't like it, change the channel. If you don't like it, walk away. If you don't like it, close your ears to it. But that's just me personally. So I don't know about you guys. Let me see. We got my brother Sarah in the building. So let me go first of all to brother Hassan and then to Sarah.
Okay, so basically, the only thing I wanted to say was, or I have a problem with, is personally, from both sides, the Muslims and the Kemetic side, I personally don't like the fact that we're using terms in the general form, as in Muslims or Kemets. So when we say Muslims are doing this or Kemetic people are doing that, that makes it seem like, for example, if a new person was to come to Hyde Park Corner and see a Muslim, he would automatically, you know, have that thing in his mind where he's just heard Muslims, or where I think I do all the time, you know, subconsciously we just say Muslims or we just say Kemetic people. And it just makes us all look, I've never ever said something racist to anyone, you know. I might have said a few things dodgy in the comment section, but nothing to the point of racism or any of that sort. But I just, yeah, it's just too general. It's just too out there to say Muslims, or, you know, if you're going to say some Muslims, then yeah, if you know someone's name, then yeah, be specific and say, yeah, that person said it. But I think it just stereotypes and just puts a lot of negative brushes, everyone with the same brush. And I know obviously we might not mean to say every Muslim, but it just comes out that way. Subconsciously, when a person comes to the park and looks at a Muslim, he's probably thinking, is it this Muslim that's being racist? Or is it that? He doesn't know. He doesn't know the face of the person that's actually being racist. So I think if we just keep it general, bad from both sides. So if the Muslims keep on saying, oh, it's the Kemets, you know, I don't know who from the Kemets is the one that's being, you know, probably racist to Muslims or just attacking Muslims. I don't know. But if you give us a name, then yes, we can look at that day. We can see what he said. And I'm not obviously, you know, targeting Sarah, but I'm saying we need to be people who are specific when we're criticizing, because criticizing is a big thing. You know, you're accusing someone of doing something. So if that accusation is going to come through, be specific and say, not all Muslims, but some Muslims, you know, because a lot of the Muslims you meet there are not racist. They're not loud-mouthed. Because I'm a Muslim myself, and I'll say this again. I do not agree with the method of how a lot of Muslims go on at Hyde Park. And that's just my opinion.
All right, thank you. Real quickly, if you ain't already subscribed, what are you guys doing, man? Please hit the subscribe button down below as well. My queen, shout out to you, queen. Kaba Nepti Ankh. This sister, she always holds me down. She always holds me down. Love and appreciate you, queen. My sisters literally dropped me a nice donation inside the donation box. Thank you, guys. I don't think you realize, you know, if it wasn't for sisters like Kaba Nepti Ankh, like promoting me via Facebook, via YouTube, yeah, I wouldn't be here today in this particular form. So I'm grateful for all of you guys who are showing that support, and not even just showing the support by sharing these links, yeah, but also recommending friends to come on to join Talk with the Titans TV, join Titans TV, and actually putting your money where your mouth is. You know, always there like, yeah, Kalam, I love what you're doing. You know, you're really raising up the people. Like, but yo, I need, you know, my lights needs to be paid for, you know. Like the phone bill needs to be paid for. Like, you guys are actually taking your money out of your pocket. You're hitting the super chat button down below and you're supporting the thing. So I'm grateful for you. I'm humbled by you. Thank you. Peace, love, salute, man. Come on. All right, brother Sarah. In, man. Let's get it in. Pump it up.
Peace, family. Peace. Well, I just jumped on because I saw Abdul on there. Right. And I don't know what's been said prior, but I really want to get his insight into what he thought happened the other day. I don't know what the actual the topic is. I was actually in my bed going through my phone, and then I saw that you guys were going live. So I was like, all right, then let me get myself up. So can you hear me properly? Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to know from his perspective, what was his motivation? What his motivation was that Sunday, because I already have my own view on his motivation, but you know, I'd like to hear it from him.
All right. So I see we're doing this thing today then. All right, so this is going to get into meet. I'm going to pass it
I mean,
Remember, let's keep it all respectful.
Yeah. How you doing, sorry? You okay? Hope you're well. So you asked me for
no,
my
you
motivation.
don't lie.
Right.
Don't lie.
So you asked me for my motivation, yeah? So this is what happened, Sarah. It's on video, by the way. The whole thing started when you came in to the debate between Saracen and Gabz. Clearly, you wasn't happy.
Never.
Okay, please don't. Sarah, please just let me finish.
No, because I'm not gonna.
Sarah, excuse me, Sarah. You had your time. Now, please allow me to speak. Okay?
Okay,
Right,
hold on.
Go on, speak.
One second, family.
Right.
Both of you guys, 1 sec.
You lied to the people. Go on.
One
Kalam,
second, my brother.
Kalam,
1 second.
Kalam, obviously he's
So hold
breaking
on,
the rules.
hold on, Abu Hamid. Hold on,
Yeah.
Abu Hamid. All right. So my brother Sarah, I know you've just joined us. So again, let me just put out one rule. Please keep your mic muted. We're gonna do second rule is when somebody's speaking, respect their cipher. Like respect it. No matter how much you disagree with it, no matter how much objections you have, respect it. Let them speak. You're definitely gonna have an opportunity to say what it is afterwards. Rule number 3 is let's keep it family friendly. Okay. No, I don't want to hear no ad hominems, no profanities, no calling anybody out their names, and no, none of that, those talks. So what I'm going to do, Abu Hamid, I'm going to give you the opportunity to speak freely unhampered, okay? Then I want you afterwards to mute your mic. And I know my brother Sarah is going to say, that's not how it went down. I can see that he's on that trail right now. So we're going to give him the same opportunity to speak forth and let us all know what his perspective is. So go ahead, King. I'm muting my mic.
Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah? All right. First and foremost, let me just make it clear that my name is not Abu Hamid. It's Abu Ismail. Okay? If you want to call me Hamid, it's just Hamid by itself. It's not Abu Hamid. It's Abu Ismail. Now, with that being said, the whole thing with Sarah, let me just give it a very quick thing about Sarah, yeah? Sarah is a very controversial person who has been antagonizing Muslims for the past few months, for a long time, I should say, with very vile and vulgar statements and lies and slander. Now, that's a side note. The actual thing that happened that day is that Sarah went and approached Saracen and Gabz while they were having the debate, right? Now, anyone who watches that debate objectively can see that Saracen, the brother Saracen, was clearly smashing Gabz left, right, center. Maybe I'm just being biased because I'm Muslim, but any person who watches that debate will see that Gabz clearly had no clue about the things that Saracen was saying. So, but give him respect. He was being honest. He said, listen, I have no idea about what you're saying to me. I have to do my research. Fair enough. Now, Sarah, he comes, he sees this, obviously being the person that he is, he can't keep his mouth shut more than 5 seconds. No disrespect. He didn't like it, so he had to say something. Now, at the end now, when he keeps butting in, obviously the debate is more or less finished because Sarah wants to come in, makes his presence known. So there's no point continuing the debate. So I said to Saracen as a joke, we have the new Saracen's Google, referring to Gary, yeah? Because he had his iPad and everything. So I thought it was a funny little silly joke. Nevertheless. Now, then Saracen said, I'm like Gary Google or Gary Glitter. Now I admit, Saracen admit, that he should not have said that. Yeah, because we have to be fair and we have to be sincere. If we expect other people to respect us and our prophet and our religion, we cannot go around insulting other people. I understand that. So he admitted himself that he was wrong saying that. Now, Sarah comes in now and says, oh, so if you're going to call my man Gary Glitter and pedophile, your prophet was a pedophile. Now, he said the first time, I let it go. He said a second time again, repeated it. I said to him, Sarah, be careful. Don't say that. Please don't say that, Sarah. He continued for a third time to say again. It's on camera, by the way. So it's all on camera. I'm not making it up. He knows himself. He said for a third time. Then I said, Sarah, be careful. Then he said, careful about what? In his own very kind of boisterous manner, the way he is. So I got upset. I admit I got upset. I'm a human being at the end of the day. If we all have limits. I'm not perfect. You can insult me as a person. You can spit in my face. You can slap me. I will just tell you, you know what? Slap this one. But I have my limits. And my limits is that you do not insult. Okay? You don't insult any prophet for that being. Anyone, whether it's Jesus, Moses, anyone. It's not just Muhammad. So when he said that, I got upset. I went up to him. I didn't punch him. I didn't even touch him. I somehow managed to grab his hand. Yeah, that's the worst thing I ever did. I grabbed his hand. And then all I remember is that I just said to him, Sarah, I've had it with you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I did say some things. I admit I lost control. I did swear at him. I told him, don't try me. I said, I'm going to do this to you, Sarah, if you keep continuing, blah, 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 this, that. So I lost it. Now, the funny thing is this. This is the interesting thing. This exposes Sarah and his clear double standard and hypocrisy. Now, it's all on camera, by the way. After I left, Saracen comes up to Sarah to apologize. He puts his hand on Sarah. I said, Sarah, man, which is banter. Sarah then pushes Saracen's hand away and said, no, no, no. It's not banter. You don't call my man a pedophile. You don't call my man a pedophile. Now, hang on. Hang on, Mr. Freedom of Speech advocate. On you, the person who comes there week in, week out, calling a prophet this and that, under the notion of freedom of speech. Why are you getting upset if someone calls Gary Glitter? Not that I condone it. Not that I'm saying it was a good thing. But why are you not consistent? Why did you get upset? Why did you have to retaliate? You see, this is the thing. Saracen said something to Sarah that he did not like, so he then retaliated. Now, this is the thing, Kalam. This is why we are saying that people should not have the right to insult other people for this very reason. Because when you insult someone that you like or you revere, there will be immediate retaliation. And to live in a society where people should have the right to insult other people, this is not conducive to a good, healthy society. This is a fact. It's a clear fact. People like Sarah and his likes, they should not be allowed to say the things they say because they are attributing and they are contributing towards hatred, towards disunity and conflict. That's why one of the struggles that we are fighting for, that we are doing, is that this whole false notion of freedom of speech should be abolished. It should be clear-cut illegal to insult any religious figures, whether they be Muslim, Christian, or Jews. Because, for example, we can't insult the Queen at the park. Did you know that? Yeah, it's against the law. We can't deny the Holocaust. It's against the law. Yeah, we have hate speech laws. We have defamation laws. Why is it that you should be allowed to spew your hatred towards Islam and Muslims, and we should not have the right to spew hatred towards Jews or the Queen? Not that we want to do that, but I'm saying let's be consistent. Let's be consistent. Let's call these people out for what they are, which is that they have double standards. They have double standards. They have an agenda. They have a clear agenda. And this is the thing. So with that being said, I'm done and I'll pass the mic over to you.
All right. Thank you. Wow.
Yeah, can I respond to this little Salafi terrorist now? Right, let me go. So he's a liar, right? He's a liar because he was following me around the park, right, for the whole day, and he knows it because the first conversation I had with a Muslim, with a Somali sister, he showed up right next to her, stood right next to her, and was staring at me. Right. I had another debate with another Somali man. He comes over again. He stands right at me. He stands next to the Somali guy staring at me. So I've noticed him twice. And then in the content over everything video, which I like, he keeps saying everything's on video, which is good. Yeah, he goes over. I'm talking with Ty and another guy, and he comes and he stands right there. You see him in the background standing. So that's 3 times now he's popped up where I've popped up. The man's following me around the park. And then lo and behold, he pops up, yeah, where I was with Saracen. Now, this is a man that says he doesn't like me, Sarah's this, Sarah's that. Why do you keep popping up where I pop up, my friend? If you don't like me, you stay away from me. If I don't like people, I stay away from them. Yeah. However, you keep finding yourself where I am. So it's clear to see you wanted to be triggered that day by something. You had ill intentions. I'm in no two ways in my mind about the fact that you had ill intentions towards me that day, and you were just looking and waiting for something to trigger you. Yeah. So when I said to Saracen, you're disrespectful, I verbally confronted him. Verbally. I didn't physically try to confront him. I didn't threaten him. So you're telling me, oh, why don't I like freedom of speech? Freedom of speech is fine. People get offended by freedom of speech all the time. I was offended by what he said, and so I said something offensive in defense of my brother Gary. You are the one who took offense and wanted to take it physical. You grabbed my hand. I threw my hand back. I said, who the F do you think you're touching? Don't effing touch me. That's what I said to you. You tell me you're going to rip my head off, and I'm a this, and I'm a that, and I'm a that, and I'm a this. Bro, listen, people are not stupid, you know. Like, and you little Salafi terrorists at the park keep going on like people are stupid and they can't see your agenda. This whole shut down freedom of speech thing is just dumb. What do you mean we can't insult your prophet? We can insult anybody we want to insult, just like you can insult anybody you want to insult. Okay, you're not going to shut down free speech with your nonsense, bro. If you want to shut down freedom of speech, you need to go to your country, Saudi Arabia, yeah, where you aren't allowed freedom of speech, or another Muslim country where you aren't allowed freedom of speech. Don't come to another country that ain't yours and try and shut down freedom of speech. You're a fool for even thinking you can do that. And the fact that shows how big your ego and your arrogance is, that you think you can roll up in somebody else's country, yeah, and tell them how they should act in their own country. It's like me rolling up in your house and telling you how you should act in your house. You know you ain't going to have it, and I'm going to give you rules and regulations in your own house. You're a fool and you're an idiot if you think that's going to happen. And the fact that you think you can enforce that in Hyde Park, a place that has been a place for free speech for 150 years, with your little Salafi terrorist self, bro, you're mistaken. Bro, yeah, and I'm telling you, this Sunday, yeah, the brothers are coming down. Yeah, I'm just telling you guys. Now, the brothers are coming down. Yeah, so I want to see you. Let's see you.
Hold on, the controversy is high. Quickly, my brother, I'm just gonna say, okay, that T word is a bit too harsh. Okay, I can take the S word, but the T word is a little bit too harsh right about now. Let me quickly do a shout outs to Ayogi, who's just donated. Thank you. Ayogi Peace, sorry, who's just donated. Thank you for donating and supporting Titans TV. Love that. Also, right, why is it frozen for? Also, please, Miss KK, I see you getting in there. Thank you for that T word, reduce that. Oh, you can't hear me? Jeez, what's going on? Can you not hear me? Yeah. As I was saying, just please reduce that T word small. That's what I'm saying. It's a bit too harsh. All right. Do you want anything else to say? No? That's it?
Can
right,
I come in, Kalam? I'll go, bro.
Go ahead.
So yeah.
No, I got plenty to say. I
was promised to be speaking next. I'm just saying, I was promised. I know Sarah came in.
All right, go on.
I've got to go though, Kalam. This is the thing, and this is I literally have to go because I got very limited time. So sorry, bro, Abu. Please come, forgive me, but I literally have to go after this. And I was there. Now, what I would say is, to address, if we want peace and unity, which I think this is an excellent show, and I commend Kalam for this, but we have to address the issues and we have to be real. Yeah, Gabz, cool. Kalam, cool. All the other brothers from the Kemet are cool. Sarah, even Gary, I'll be real with you. I get on well with Gary. You understand? He's not rude. Sarah, for some reason, sometimes when people do things in their life, they're not happy with their life. They sell their soul for £50,000 a year. They kiss men. It has an effect on you psychologically. I've got to be real. They seek redemption, and they do so by putting other people down. They're not happy with themselves. Now, what my situation? Now, what I saw.
Hold on. hold on, Saracen, and hold on, Sarah. Okay, so let me just pause you. So I mute you as well, Sarah. No, let me just mute you. Okay, family. Okay, I tried my best. With you guys. Okay, first we had the T word. Okay, and now we're having these ad hominem attacks. Okay, I'm gonna say one last time. Okay, I don't want to hear any profanity, any ad hominems at all. Okay, can we get that done? Okay, I'm not giving any more warnings. Okay, all right, let's go.
That's cool, Kalam. But and how come you let Ansar call our Prophet ﷺ a pedo and you didn't stop him? How come you let Sarah just call the other brother a terrorist and you didn't say anything to him, bro? You know what, Kalam, bro? I respect you, but my respect for you is going because you got double standards. You need to call him out. If you want peace in the park, straight, I'm telling you straight, you got to keep people out. And here's the thing, you can bring mans this, that, the other. Now, as you know, I'm from up north, bruv, yeah? Right? We've got some mad ass Muslims who love the Prophet. Now, everyone should obey the law, no doubt. You should all obey the law. But there are certain brothers, and I'm just saying this, this isn't a threat. Don't take this as a threat, but I'm telling you, there are certain brothers, and I know them, and I know people from around these areas that if they find out what people like Sarah are saying, what people like Ansar are saying, they will come down and they don't obey the law. You know, for them, the love of the Prophet, and you can see around the world. So what I would say is, for your own sake, for your own children, you know, have a bit of respect. Now, that's not saying you can certainly challenge the Prophet ﷺ if he married a 9-year-old. We can debate that. But, you know, just as when you go in a lift, yeah, anyone can fart, yeah, there's a decorum. You don't need to. You know, freedom of speech has responsibilities. Now, we're in the park now. It's a beautiful park. Everyone gets on. Insulting people, ridiculing people, mocking people, and then saying, oh, no, you can't make ad hominem attacks on me. I'm sorry, that's rubbish, bruv. It's absolute. Sorry, you're an intelligent brother, yeah? You don't need to resort to that low. You really don't need to. You can make your points without that, you know, and it's such a shame because we could have some excellent debates. But you continue this thing. Now, what happened that day is me and Gabz were having a discussion. As you know, we hyped it up on Titans TV. Gabz, I've got a lot of respect. And, you know, he said, you know, he was letting me have his say. And in fairness to Gabz, I did, you know, I produced some material that he didn't have access to. So, you know, Sarah saw the need to butt in and it was unnecessary. It was between me and Gabz. I'm sure Gabz was more than confident to discuss it with me himself. He didn't need a mouthpiece. But this brother, Sarah, kept on butting in. Now, I did, and I said this, and I'm not going to be a hypocrite, I did say Gary Glitter more than once. I said it 2, maybe even 3 times. Now, I swear to God, and you can see my interview on Content Over whatever it was, that show. I said, I swear by Allah, I didn't mean it as a pedophile thing. But paranoid people take it and they twist it in a paranoid thing. Now, the brother Abu Ismail, you know, he's a cool brother. I didn't used to get on with him when he first came, you know, but the brother is sincere. You know, if he gets on well with everyone in the park, you know, and Sarah's point about always following me around, that's paranoid. The park is small. You're going to listen into debates. Doesn't mean someone's following you, brother. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm talking, Sarah keeps on banging it. When he saw, you know, I don't know whether he was trying to deflect attention, whatever, yeah, but he kept on butting. And then he started doing the whole pedo thing again. Now, Abu Ismail says, stop, yeah, once, twice, 3 times. Sarah moved forward, Abu Ismail grabbed his hand, and I pushed Abu Ismail off him, because had I not, Sarah would have got his ass whoops. When I went back and I touched it, I said, Sarah, you know, it was all banter. He goes, oh, no, it's not banter. I saw his legs shaking and I saw his lips shaking. He was shook. Then his Muslim uncle, Alex, escorted him out of the park because he had to go. So you can big it up all you want. You can come in your slaz in your top, you know, with 10 man. You know, at the end of the day, Sarah, right? Don't go there. There's no need. You're the one that's causing the most disunity. And I want my Kemet brothers to listen. Yeah, you need to call him out, bro, because he's giving you guys a bad name. He really is. And you can't condone him or anything like that. And I'm sorry, that has to be said.
I was next year. I'm just saying, can I speak, Kalam? Because you said I could speak. And then Sarah came in. Can I speak? Okay, yeah. Basically, what I want to say is, Sarah, you right now, you made a threat. You said, I'm going to come down with my boys or stuff like that.
No, I never.
Like yeah, you did. I heard you, yeah.
No, I
so
never.
if something happens,
Go back and
let's say
rewind what I said.
No, I heard you carefully,
No,
yeah. If
I
something
said,
happens
brothers
on
are
Sunday,
coming down.
if something happens on Sunday and there are ripple effects, and maybe somebody else gets hurt, yeah, from the Kemet community, that is on you, Sarah, because you made the threat, and I heard you very carefully. You said, I'm going to come down with my boys, and you're hoping for a conflict. So if you say something inflammatory next Sunday, and a fight kicks off, and then there's ripple effects, and other people from your community get hurt, that is on you, okay? And I'm just going to make that very clear.
You guys are liars.
On this show,
born liars,
that will be on Sarah's neck. Next Sunday, if he says anything and there's a fight kicks off, it's on your neck. And you just made the threat right now. It's on camera, man. Oh, Don't lie. Man. Anybody can rewind this, yeah, and find
you guys are liars,
where you made that threat. You made it. And everybody else is here.
Can I come in?
And obviously, people out there who are going to get angry and they're going to retaliate. We're going to wait. We're going to wait for next Sunday.
Can I come in?
All right.
Hi, everyone.
Hold it, Ahmed. 1 second.
Listen, I need to respond to Saracen first.
1 second.
Saracen first.
One second. Before you do, okay? Remember, I just want to put it out there. Family, this show is geared towards unity. All right? It's geared towards unity. Or if not unity, palatability. Okay? Palatability, at least. All right, brother Sarah, okay, real quickly for you guys just to understand, if any of you guys don't get another opportunity to speak as much as you would love to speak, all right, it's really and truly because we have a couple titans here that the issue arose from. So we need to make sure that that issue is sorted out live on air right now so we can see how we can reconcile. And that's the reason why. So continue, brother.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of these Salafis, yeah, like their brain comprehension capabilities are not very good because all they seem to do is mention things that they seem to lie, and it also needs to mention things without context. So first of all, you want to talk about, oh, I came down with man. I came down to visit or see a man that had threatened me twice. He admits it himself. Now, you don't threaten somebody twice and not expect some kind of retaliation or someone to come and see you. And I don't understand why people keep leaving that aspect out of what happened. I didn't turn up in Hyde Park one day just ranting and raving, wanting to fight somebody. I turned up in Hyde Park because a man had threatened me twice. He'd given you, specifically Kalam, messages to come for me. Yeah, he'd given you messages to tell Sarah and this, and I'm going to do this to him. Hang on a minute. Wow. Okay. Cool. So then I came to see the man. So let's not act like this doesn't have any context. Secondly, this Saracen is a loser. Yeah, he's telling people that my leg was shaking, and then he also lied and said I moved to Abdul. I didn't move nowhere. I was in the same place. Abdul moved to me. Yeah, he moved forward to me. He must have thought I was going to flinch. And this is the thing: people down there need to understand, yeah, that these Salafis, yeah, they think intimidation is part of their program. Okay, it's part of what they do. If they don't like what you say, they tend to try and intimidate you. I would not be the first they try to intimidate, and I'm sure I won't be the last. They try to intimidate Gary. They've intimidated Christians down there. They've pushed Christians off their ladder. They've done all kinds of stuff down there that people can see for themselves. So trying to play the victim here doesn't make any sense to me. You guys have caused your own downfall. You have gone around Hyde Park for the past how many years acting like you own it, and somebody actually in the park on Sunday just gone said, we run this park and we own it. And that was another Muslim. So I'm thinking to myself, hang on a minute, but this is the Queen's place. This ain't my place. This ain't your place. But the fact of your psychology that you think you can go somewhere and say you own it, I said, it's like me coming into your house and telling you what to do and telling you that I own your house. Your house is yours. Yeah, all of these lies and this people telling me that I'm slandering people, and I said a pedophile. If a man has sex with an underage child, he's a pedophile or a child molester. That's just the way it is. You lot may not like it because
Kalam, can I jump in now?
Because you deem this man as your prophet.
Kalam, he cut me off a couple of times. Can I cut me off as well?
Kalam, now he's going low. Let the brother come in.
Kalam.
You need to stop this. If you want unity.
Kalam, yeah, you stop this, Kalam.
Hold on.
Kalam, you stop this now.
hold on, family, please. Like, don't, please. You don't need to just keep yourselves just calm, follow the rules, okay? Because I'm the show right about now. Okay, you're definitely gonna have your speak. Let him finish uninterrupted, and then I'm definitely gonna go straight to Abu Ismail, and then afterwards we'll figure out who goes next. So, Sarah, finish off what you're saying, and just bear in mind Abu Ismail is waiting for you, waiting to speak.
Yeah, I was just saying.
I am next. Yeah,
if we're all honest,
I'm next.
If we're all honest with ourselves, there's only been one group of people that have been down there trying to intimidate people, and what has happened is people have pushed back from the intimidation. People are not going to be intimidated. Okay, so if you don't, because the Christians, we understand who Christians are. Christians are very loving, peaceful, kumbaya, let's all be friends type of people. You pushed onto people who aren't necessarily like that. You may have pushed onto a certain people who push back. Yeah, and the thing is, you don't like being pushed back. You're not used to being pushed back. Okay, so you have to understand that if you're going around trying to intimidate people and bully people and tell people, oh, we need to shut down free speech, bro, that is the most ridiculous thing I've heard in a long time in a country that was built on free speech. If you're telling people, oh, you shouldn't be able to insult any prophet, bro, that's your system. You're living in a country that doesn't apply your system. So if you think you're going to apply your system in a country that doesn't apply your system, you're trying to live in a micro system. And I'm trying to say, I'm not living in your micro system. So don't try to superimpose your rules and values and whatever onto people that they don't apply. And that's your problem. You lot think you run things. You lot think you own things. You don't own anything. You don't own the park. If you care about your religion that much, chill with your other Muslims, talk to other Muslims, and just do your thing amongst Muslims. Why come out into an arena that you know is free speech and then get offended by everything you hear and start intimidate people? It doesn't make no sense. Stay in your lane, stay in your mosque, stay in your house, be with your people, and you'll be fine. You won't be offended because you'll be around people who are going to say the same stuff as you. But if you come out of that arena and step into an arena where people are going to speak to you a certain way and look at your religion, because you're out there telling people your religion is perfect and your prophet is perfect, and people's ideas and ideals of perfection aren't the same as yours, and they're going to criticize it. And if you can't take it, then go about your business. Don't be around here. Go somewhere else. And that's all I've got to say.
Yeah, can I come in now, Kalam?
Yep, sorry about that. Yeah.
Kalam, can I come in?
Yes, Abu Ismail, you've got the floor.
Sarah, you just don't learn, don't you? I don't think you'll ever learn, Sarah, to be honest with you. You don't understand. You need to understand, Sarah, is that you cannot come up to Muslims with this kind of attitude. I'm not saying that in an arrogant way. I'm not saying in a threatening manner. But do you really think that you're going to sit there and threaten us? Say you're going to bring people down and do this? I mean, do you think that scares us? Sarah, we are a people who want peace, but we don't bow down and we don't fear anyone but God, our Creator. So, I mean, I don't understand what you're trying to get at, Sarah, when you bring that kind of talk. This whole discussion was about unity, and my dear Kemet, brothers and sisters, Kalam set this discussion up in order to create what? Mutual respect and understanding. Look at this individual, this vile creature that you call your brother. Look, listen, as soon as he came in, as soon as he crawled out of his hole and he came on the show, look what's happened now.
Abu Ismail.
Not only have we not...
Ad hominem.
Okay,
Continue,
sorry about that. Sorry. This individual... All right, this individual... By the way, Kalam, he insulted me several times. He called me Salafist terrorist. He called me a fool, and you never corrected him. But that's fine, no problem. I understand that.
I admonished him for using the words. I admonished him for using the T word.
Fine, no problem. Fine, no problem. Okay, I won't insult, no problem. I respect the terms and conditions of not insulting other people, unlike other people. No problem. So I was saying is that, look, as soon as he came on the show, look what happened. Not only do we not respect each other anymore, but we are further away from each other. And this is the point I'm making to you, Kemet, brothers and sisters, is that, look, end of the day, what's going to happen if we continue like this? There's going to be beef. People get hurt. So what? Okay. Well, I mean, What's the end result? Islam will spread. Islam will conquer every single home, whether you like it or not. We call upon our dear black brothers and sisters to come join us, be our brothers in faith and our sisters in faith. My dear Sarah, my dear friend, your own uncle Alex, may Allah preserve him. Beautiful uncle. He became Muslim. I know you hate it, but it's the fact. I said to him when he came up to me, he apologized for your despicable behavior. I said to him, you know what I said to him? I said, Alex, you were his uncle. And I had so much hate towards Sarah. And I felt that, you know what? I want to do something to Sarah. But now that I know that his mother is your sister, is gone. My hatred for him is gone. I have no hatred for you, Sarah. In fact, I pity you. I feel sorry for you because you're a lost individual. You have no purpose in life. You have nothing but hatred. That's all you have, this hatred. I said to Alex, Alex, God forbid that I should do something to make your sister shed tears or to make your sister feel upset because her son has. That's what we roll upon. You see, they say the blood is thicker than water. We say Iman, belief, is thicker than blood. My ideology, Islam, is more superior than your ideology. Why? Not because I'm white or brown, not black, or because I'm not even Arab, by the way. I'm not Arab, by the way, yeah? I'm Iranian, I'm Persian. You understand? We have our own issues with Arabs. You understand? But my ideology supersedes the color of my skin. Your ideology is based upon black power, racial profiling. That's all you stand for. You understand? So I'm saying to you, Sarah, is this, is that people like you come and go in life. There's been many people bigger than you insulted our prophet, tried to character assassinate him. Islam will spread, my friend, whether you like it or not. Black people, black brothers and sisters, all the way from the Caribbean down to Africa will become Muslim. They will be our brothers and sisters in faith, whether you like it or not. Black people are not like you, Sarah. You're not. I know you love to see more people like you coming down to the park, but it's not going to happen. You know what, Sarah? It's only a matter of time before the black brothers and sisters, whether the Israelites or Kemets, they will disassociate from you because they've seen you. They know. They know. They've told me. They told me what they think about you. However, because it's a new movement, it's a new thing, it's a vibrant thing that's coming up. They feel maybe a bit shy or timid because you're such an egotistic person, and you don't. Maybe they feel scared to say it to you. But sooner or later, they will disassociate from you, Sarah. It's only a matter of time before you leave the park, Sarah. Mark my words, Sarah. You will leave the park yourself. Why? Not because we threatened you, not because anyone harmed you. We're not about that life, Sarah. We're not roadman. I'm not a gangster.
Bro, can I come in? Because I got to go, bro. Can I come in? Is that all right?
Okay.
Man?
Yeah, go on, Sarah.
Saracen, unfortunately, not. Just hold on tight right there. Let me just quickly get Ahmed on, and I'm going to get you on afterwards. Then Brother Ansay on. Go on, Ahmed. You've been talking for the longest. Come on. I'm giving you the opportunity to come on.
My bad. Wait, what's going on though? Sarah left, bruv. Bring him back. Where did he go?
I know he'll be back soon.
I wanted to speak to.
Go ahead, King.
Oh man. All right. Assalamu alaikum to the Muslims in the panel. Peace to everyone, to the rest of y'all, and everyone watching. I'm gonna keep it very simple. To be honest with you, obviously I'm not happy with the things that Sarah said. However, people have different ways of dealing with things. Me personally, I know how Sarah works. He's controversial. He likes to cause a bit of a commotion. I don't think he does it out of any, or I hope he doesn't do it out of any ill intent. This particular word that bothers us, he might not even be saying it to cause controversy, but he might necessarily believe the stuff that he says. So what we can do as Muslims is instead of reacting to him, what we can do is we can respond. And the way we can respond is simply to educate him as to why he's incorrect in what he says. That's number one. And number two, to be honest with you, this idea of freedom of speech, it's a smokescreen. We all know that everything has limits. Freedom of speech does not necessarily exist. Hamid mentioned that previously. There are certain limits in the park in terms of things you can say. Getting arrested is violence. Having your freedom taken away from you is violence. So that you could technically say that is freedom of speech being responded to with violence. You can't even deny a Holocaust. So again, goes to prove that there is no such thing as freedom of speech. The only difference seems to be some people will accept freedom of speech set by a government, but they will not accept the freedom of speech set by a brother in humanity. To be honest with you, it's naive and delusional to think that human beings don't have a limit. Every single human being has a limit. You cannot say anything to everyone. Everyone has limits. I think what's happening here is that some people don't understand this particular limit, and they're imposing their ideas of what should be a limit and what shouldn't. To us Muslims, this is a limit. This is a limit to us. You don't have to necessarily agree with it. I don't necessarily agree that denying, questioning the Holocaust should be a limit, but according to the government, it's a limit. So I think it's just naive to think that this freedom of speech is absolute. And lastly, I don't want to bore you a lot. Lastly, Sarah said, just to educate him on this matter, he said that the reason he says he uses the provocative word is because he thinks it's befitting. However, if he simply go on Google and simply type the definition of a child, it is someone who has not reached puberty. So what he now needs to do is prove that this particular individual has not reached puberty. If he cannot prove that, then that word simply does not apply. The second word he uses is molestation. And if you Google that word again, it will come under abuse of some kind, and which is again proof that is required of him. So since we have nothing, I suggest A, the word is irrelevant, incorrect, and it's abusive. So if we are more concerned about information, I think we should not use non-progressive statements. And I'm out.
All right, thank you, Brother Ahmed. All right, Saracen.
Yeah.
Hold tight 1 second. Family. How can we have over 230 people tuned in right now? Yeah, and I haven't seen this like overtake 100. Furthermore, like I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait to see this like button or these likes go up to 100, past 100, and then we can continue with the conversation. Sorry, Saracen. You can't speak until it reaches 100. I apologize, because are we gonna have so much people in here and nobody ain't giving us no likes? I'm just gonna be waiting. I'll be real with you. I don't have no qualms. Nope, Saracen. All right, now you can speak. Go ahead, King.
Okay, bro. I've got to be real quick now.
Go ahead, King.
Yeah. Basically, hold on. Yeah. Let someone else speak because I've just got to deal with the baby at the moment. That's.
Yeah, can I say something?
Who's that?
Hassan.
Oh, Answer. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to carry on talking about the same topic with Sarah and Abu somebody. Sorry, brother, I didn't really catch your name properly because you changed it from Majid to Ismail. Abu Ismail, yeah? You guys were having the debate about what happened the other week. In my experience, I would say that Sarah is a very honest and reasonable person. I've never seen him approach anybody with swear words or aggressiveness. He does what I do, which is bring us some arguments and we'll deconstruct them. When you deconstruct their arguments, they get upset. They start talking about you basically have personal attacks against you first. Then you have personal attacks against them. And then move on to your family. Then you start talking about their prophet and stuff like that. And you don't care what you're saying because they're talking about your kids. They're talking about your mum. They're talking about those sorts of things. Yeah. Now, in my experience, they've always been the ones to take the situation to the next level every single step of the way. That's what happened with the Muhammad and Sarah incident. I don't know about this incident. I haven't even watched the video, so I'm not going to comment. But I would put my faith in Sarah's explanation because one, it was consistent and made sense. And Abu Ismail's didn't really make sense, to be honest with you. Also, I can't believe these guys keep bringing up Holocaust denial. It's actually embarrassing that they're prepared to humiliate themselves to this level. If you go and check on Google, Wikipedia, you will find that Holocaust denial, which we already know because we understand free speech, Holocaust denial is not banned in the UK. It has been proposed by legal people, it has been discussed, it has been rejected. The measures have been rejected because it does not uphold free speech. And that is what our country is based upon. So I don't see how these guys can come up here making up these silly claims and lies, yeah, and acting like they know what they're talking about. And it's quite typical. They do this all the time, to be fair. And that's when you expose this stuff. I'm an ex-Muslim, I get this a lot from them. Whenever you expose this stuff, they turn nasty. I can guarantee you they have sent messages to my wife, to her authorities that she works for. They have made lies about our situation and my involvement in the family. And they've threatened to kill me numbers of occasions. The same people here that we are talking about in the chat rooms, they're threatening to kill me and catch me around streets, and they're not ashamed about it. And these guys who act like moderate Muslims, they just say stuff like, oh, well, you shouldn't say stuff like that because there's a lot of bad people up north who will come and do something about it. But that's not a threat. Come on, guys. We're all adults here. We've all got brains. Stop embarrassing yourselves. This is embarrassing. You're grown men. You're making fools of yourselves.
I got to come back on that now, bro.
Yeah,
I got to come back on that. First of all, I haven't threatened you.
Go ahead, mate.
Yeah, I haven't threatened you. I've never threatened you. So don't say people on this panel. If there is someone, name them, because I'm not getting my name involved like that. Yeah, me and you, we've had chats on other forums. I've been respectful towards you, but you seem to be a sort of person that self-hates, and you'll take on anything, be it atheism, be it black people. You just want to go against the Muslims. You got banned in the chat room today because you're being vile and disgusting. You've got issues the way you express yourself, but that's cool. That aside, now to deal with Sarah's point, first of all, I'm not Salafi. Kalam will definitely confirm that. I am not Salafi. So this whole Salafi business, I don't think Sarah knows what he's talking about. That said, they're my brothers, and I'll back them. If they're right, I'll challenge them if they're wrong. And I've done that consistently in the park. In terms of the threat, no one was threatening. I'm pointing out the reality. Yeah, if you go Bradford, if you go Luton, if you go Birmingham, Sarah, if he says that on street, you know what's going to happen. Yeah, so what I'm saying is them lot haven't caught on to videos, but if they do, there are some nutters out there. I'm saying it for Sarah's own benefit. You know, that doesn't mean restrict your freedom of speech. But listen, first of all, yeah, if you really want to go down that whole pedo route, yeah, we can talk about that from his own, like, I guarantee you on that basis, he's got pedos amongst his ancestors who he reveres. If we look at it, no, it's straight. If we look at the age of marriage in Africa, in Asia, throughout the world, yeah, if we're going by legal terms, yeah, we can go there. We can do a show on that. We can talk about ancient Kemet as well if you want to go there. But at the end of the day, this is a show about unity. Now, I came in to talk about unity. I was going to talk about the prayers in Kemet. I was going to talk about the fasting in Kemet. I was going to talk all about that. But the show, like what Abu Ismail said, is bang on. It's descended. You know, we were having an all right discussion before. You know, when you're threatening people saying, no, when the mans are coming, this, that, it's unnecessary. And you guys need to call him out on this, bro, because this is why Hyde Park is going wrong. You know, there's love amongst us brothers, you know, but you know, when you've got trolls that come in there and who are not happy with their lives or what they've done in the past, I'm sorry, man. This is what happens. They bring other people into it, and people are naive. I'm not like, you know, Kemet people don't back him because he's black. Don't. That's the wrong way to think. Back him because he's right. You know, Muslims don't back anyone because they're Muslim. Back them because they're right. You know, that's how we got to do it. And we got to be the peacemakers. Myself, you, Gabz, we know we don't want any of this rubbish in the park. We just want to get on with life.
If I could just say something quickly.
Kalam, come on.
All right. Abu Talib, just wait.
Kalam, who's next?
Okay,
Kalam, can I speak?
Hold on. Gabz hasn't had the opportunity to speak as of yet. So I'm going to go quickly to Gabz, and then afterwards, I'm going to Abu Ismail.
Yeah. So firstly, let me first address
Hold on.
this.
Hold on, Abu. It's Gabz first. Gabz, do you have
Okay.
something to say?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say something. I've just been listening. It's just this is what I've been talking about, man. Just a lot of childish remarks that's been thrown around. And the brother Saracen, bro. Do you know what? Yeah, and this is what I was talking about earlier. It's like I don't know. The reason for you wanting to do the whole slavery in Kemet, me personally, I think it's just because you saw that what the brother Kalam had obviously done in a previous show with the Adnan Rashid, obviously showing the slavery and stuff in the Arabic world. And then I don't know, you just took it upon yourself, maybe because you might have thought it was some good points. You took it upon yourself to do to actually go and do some quick research at home or whatever you did, and say that you want to have a debate about slavery in Kemet. For what reason, I don't know, because no one in the Kemet side was even talking about slavery or said that they was perfect or anyway. But for some reason, you said that you wanted to do that debate and bring it out. And now, even now today, you just said it's happening again, where you said, so I was talking about pedophiles, but look, we can go to the Kemets, and I'm sure we can see something in the Kemets and the Africans, because they, you know what that sounds? That's like at school when one person used to do something and another person followed and done it and got in trouble and said, well, but miss, that person did it, so why can't we do it? That's what it seems to me, man. Because at the end of the day, you keep saying, oh yeah, you want to unite, you want to do this, you want to do that, but on the other hand, you keep coming up and saying, yeah, but the Kemets did this, and I'm going to prove that the Kemets did that. But then you're saying, oh, you want to unify Kemet, that you love Kemet. Well, but wait, the Kemets was doing this as well. Look, they was bad. Look, slavery, they was chopping up hands. I'm confused, bro. At the end of the day, me personally, yeah, this is the stance that I'm going to take, because I think this is where we have to start drawing the line. If someone, I'm talking about in any religion, if anybody from any religious person that wants to get into a debate or talk with me, and the first thing I'm going to ask them, if they say to me that they see the prophets in their religion and they hold them prophets in their religion higher than any of their family members, their mother, their dad, their children, their cousins, anyone that's in their family who are living in present day, if they say that they hold those prophets higher than those beings who are in their life, yeah, I'm not getting into no discussions with them, because I just don't know what might happen. That's like me going into a lion's den with a handful of meat and teasing them. But then when the lions then jump on me and eat, you know what I mean? Whose fault is it? It's my own fault. So I'm not gonna entertain no one that holds the prophet higher, any of their prophets higher than their own living family members, because that's like me teasing myself and expecting something to happen, because I might say something wrong and then the Muslims might want to attack, or the Christians might want to attack, or the Hebrews or the Jews might want to attack. So I'm not even going to entertain that. This is how I'm going to say it, because I can just see right now people are saying, oh, if you go to this end and you say this, be careful. If you go here and you say this, be careful, someone might jump on you. Then what's the point of even having the debate? There's no point of even talking then. If you got a tiptoe around questions and stuff like that, there's no point even entertaining questions. Just forget it. Let's just talk about Dragon Ball Z and other comics and other stuff and other beliefs. Let's talk about Gotham City and Superman. There's no point in talking about religion, because it's just going to end up like what's happening now. People are just arguing over silliness. You can't have freedom of speech. You can say this, you can't say that. That's what I'm going to say, bro. You don't get that.
Can I respond? Can I come back on that, bro?
No, Saracen, you're always coming in.
No, he's
Can I come in, Kalam?
He's asked me a question.
Order.
He's asked me a question. He's asked me a question.
Order. I hear you. He's asked you a question, but there's order. All right. Before we continue, again, family, shout outs to you guys for actually tuning in. Talk with the Titan is all about this, okay? It's all about this. What is Talk with the Titans? Talk with the Titans was birthed out of the idea that the intellectual giants, the titans in our community, should have a well-organized platform to present, discuss, and debate critical information proposed to our community by our community, etc., etc. So if you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below. Subscribe to Titans TV, because we've got loads of discussions just like this: debates, speakers corner, talk of the Titans shows, etc., etc. Black history, black culture, black philosophy. Please check it out down below inside subscription box. All right. Yeah, man. Let's discuss American gods. Okay, let's just discuss American gods. Let's get off these touchy topics.
Kalam, can I just say one thing? Kalam, can I just say one thing?
Look, I'm just teasing you guys. I'm teasing.
No, you are.
Kalam.
You keep your mic, please. Keep your mic muted. It's brother Abu Ismail has to go on first, okay, and then you can go on next, Saracen, unless he's generous enough to give up his spot to you.
Abu, can I go, bro? Can you give me can you allow me to go, bro? Because I gotta go, bro.
Yeah, go on.
Saracen, you've been leaving now for the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, of course. and I'm in trouble for not leaving. My missus is having a go at me downstairs. So this is what I'm saying. Gabz asked me why I'm bringing up now. Everyone knows I've been in the park. I listen to debates, and you know, I might throw my 2 pence in here and there. I don't ever debate Christians. I don't debate the Jews. I don't even debate the Kemets. Yeah, but if anyone says anything about the Prophet ﷺ or equates Islam with wrong information, I'm going to step in. You're not dealing with a junior here, yeah? I've studied history hard, and I've studied history for a very long time. So you're not going to get away with that with me. Now, what I say, yeah, is the reason I'm bringing all of this stuff out. It's nothing personal, brother, yeah? What it is, we're showing that if you're going to talk about pedophilia, or you're going to call the Prophet ﷺ, whatever, you know, or you're going to talk about slavery, we're saying have the same standards for yourself. Don't be a hypocrite. That's what we're saying. You know, if you're going to say something, yeah, apply the same standards to your own people. Be you Christian, be you Kemet, be you Jew, yeah? And don't. It's easy to bash Muslims, yeah? We're probably the most disenfranchised group out there, you know. Islamophobia is rife, yeah? If Sarah was white and said what he said, you guys would all call him a racist. No doubt about it, yeah? That's why I personally called him the Black Tommy Robinson, yeah? Straight. But that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to wish you all guys a good evening. Yeah, and hopefully we'll continue it. But let's keep it civil, people. Let's keep it civil in the park. Let's not get all this nonsense about bringing mans down and all of that. Let's just keep it civil. But you guys, I will have one request. Please tell that brother, you know, make his point, address whatever he says, but do it with some decorum and with respect. Yeah. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone.
All right, thank you.
Can I? Yeah.
Yep, Abu Ismail is you next.
Can I say something?
Yep, give me a second. Abu Ismail, then Abu Talha, and then Hassan. Go ahead.
Yeah, it seems that our brother Gabz here hasn't paid any attention whatsoever to what the Muslims here have been saying. Bruv, no one here is saying to you, you're not allowed to question Islam. You're not even allowed to criticize Islam. Go ahead and question Islam as much as you like, my brother. You can criticize it if you want. No one is saying don't do that. Always saying have some ethics and some etiquettes when you do it. For example, there's a way that you can, for example, question the marriage of Muhammad ﷺ with Aisha. There's a way of doing it. You can, for example, say, I don't believe that, for example, a prophet could be a prophet of God because he married a 9-year-old girl. That shows that is a criticism on one hand, and at the same time, it's a sincere question that you're posing. But when you come out blatantly and you say, he's a pedophile, he's this, he's that, that means that you are coming from an angle of conflict, and you've already made up your mind. You're not interested in dialogue now. You're not interested. You want what? Confrontation. So you've already closed the door for any type of understanding, any type of maybe further seeking knowledge whatsoever. So all I'm saying, guys, you know, just be a bit clever. Yeah, be a bit understanding. As black people, you know, because you've suffered racism in the past, you've suffered injustices, you've suffered oppression at the hands of your colonizers. The same thing that you went through in the past, us Muslims are going through the same thing. You see, we have this individual, this ex-Muslim, our friend here. I don't know what his name is. He's sitting there shaking his head, very emotional. This is very typical of, you know, these ex-Muslims. You know, that they come out, they're given a platform. You know, they write books like, you know, Iron Heresy. So many of them. Like I mean, the best way to get 50 minutes of fame, make money, call yourself an ex-Muslim. That's the time we live in. Why is that? You see, the people in the West, the white people, whatever you want to call them, we can't hide the truth. They are leading the world at the moment. The power is in their hands. Now, why is there this issue between the West and Islam? I'll tell you why. Islam and Muslims is the only ideology standing in front of Western capitalism. Therefore, when you colonize a nation, yeah, you need to have your little Uncle Toms, your little sellouts to kind of give you that credibility. That's why my friend over here, the ex-Muslim, people like him are given a platform. Why? It's to basically show, look, here is an ex-Muslim explaining how these barbarians work, where he comes from. He understands them. Therefore, it gives us a legitimacy to go out, invade their countries, to kill their people, to maliciously malign them, to slander them. This is the reality we live in, and we know that. So I'm asking for our black brothers and sisters who went through this struggle in the civil liberty rights back in the 70s, in the 60s, in America, the racism they faced. So we ask you guys to be a bit more understanding. You should choose. I'm not saying not choose your words, but be a bit more diplomatic. Yeah, if you disagree with Islam in some ways, there's ways that you can articulate yourselves. Now, people like Sarah, I mean, honestly, guys, be honest with yourself. Is this someone who represents you? Honestly, I mean, do you really think that people in the civilized world, even the barbaric world, they're gonna respect you for promoting something like this? Someone like him? Honestly, be honest. Imagine if I invite you to my house or you invite me to your house, and the first thing I do, I start spitting in your face, slandering you. Is this how we build bridges? No, it's not. It's not how we build bridges. We have to understand is that, look, Islam is the fastest growing religion. Some people don't like it. They don't like it. Our friend over here, the ex-Muslim, he doesn't like the fact. And he keeps shaking his head. He doesn't like it. But the matter of fact is that Islam is growing. People are accepting Islam. And I hope and I wish that all of you accept Islam. If you don't want to accept Islam, don't accept it. It's your choice. Let's debate and let's understand each other. Let's respect each other at least. Even if we don't agree with each other, we can respect each other. People like Sarah, we have to shut them out. People like our ex-Muslim friend over here, we have to shut them out because they want to destroy the bridges. They don't want to build bridges.
Okay.
There's no understanding between us. Thank you very much.
All right, 1 second now. Let me do this now. Anyways, let me just scratch that. I don't want to do that. I want to do this now. All right, let's get it in. All right, family, this is what I want to do. I'm challenging now. All right, let me put all my debater's hat on. My debater's hat is on. My Don King hat is on right now. I'm challenging Muslims. Okay, I'm challenging Muslims. I'm challenging Muslims nonetheless to come together to get a panel of individuals that could come onto Titans TV and represent mainstream Islam. I repeat, mainstream Islam, in respect to do with the Prophet's wife, namely Aisha. Okay, so what I want to do is a debate topic called is the Prophet Muhammad a pedophile, or should we ban that term? Is the Prophet a pedophile, or should we ban that term? Something along those lines. Okay, let me know if you think that is a fair topic. My brother's shaking his finger. I want to know.
Can I speak? You said I could speak next.
No. Hold on 1 second. Before you speak, I need Abu Ismail. Abu Ismail, what are you saying?
Yeah, Kalam, although I respect and I appreciate the idea, I think the actual title in itself is very insulting in a manner, because I mean, we don't leave any doubt that maybe he was a pedophile or not, because I mean it's a very self-contradictory term. The title should be Prophet Muhammad's marriage to Aisha, morally correct or not? And that's a proper title, I believe, because I think when you use the term a pedophile or not, that doesn't really sound nice, to be honest with you. Yeah, so you can maybe word a bit differently. Yeah, you can word a bit differently, and I'm sure that there won't be any
We'll
problems.
try to reword it, but I want to know, okay? Because if after this debate, for example, I want to do it like this, okay? I don't know if my brother will agree with this or not, okay? But I'm going to put it like this. If, and it sounds like a good one, you know, it sounds like a good one. It sounds fair to me. If the other side wins the debate, okay, reason why the term should not be applied. If it's proven to be false at this point, okay, if it's proven to be false, it simply becomes slander. Once you know something is wrong and you're continually using it to defame another individual, it now becomes slander. That is what I'm thinking. So I think this particular topic needs to be hashed out once and for all. I don't know about you. I think it should. I really do think it should, because if it proves to be false, then I should no longer hear that term ever being used by certain individuals in regards to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's what I personally think.
Kalam. Yeah, Kalam. Can I respond?
I totally agree with you, Kalam.
Yeah.
Proven to
Totally.
be true.
Yeah, can I respond?
Nobody should be upset.
Yeah, listen, Kalam.
I
Kalam,
totally agree.
let us debate it, but do not say whoever wins, then we should use a term. Because first and foremost, debate, as you know, is very subjective to people. People who have already made up their own presupposition will keep that thought and that idea in their head, regardless if you give them the proofs otherwise or not. So that's a very bad idea coming from you, Kalam, to be honest with you. We can debate it, and then we let the person who are watching, who is fair, sincere, let him make up his own mind and let them be the judge. But
Can I
to
make
say
a
the things
suggestion,
that,
Kalam?
if things that you know, it's not basically the way of going forward with things. We should debate it. We can debate it.
Can I make a suggestion?
Abu Talha is next. Abu Talha.
I was next. Yeah. So I want to say basically,
and then me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. So I want to say that I agree with Ismail about the title. The title. I really don't like that title that you said about including the word pedophile, because we have to come to that agreement, right? You can't just put that in the title in the beginning, because people are going to come up to their own solution, yeah, without even listening to the whole conversation. So I do agree. Name it the way Abu Ismail said. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, yeah, his marriage to Aisha, and you should put sallallahu alaihi wasallam or peace be upon him or something like that, even if it's abbreviated PBUH or whatever, just to have a nice discussion. Okay, so to include the Muslims as well, and I will try to get some of the other Muslims like Shamsi and stuff to come on, and I don't mind that. We should have that kind of discussion. But what I'm telling you, okay, this thing that Sarah's coming with, because Sarah's coming with war, okay, to the park. So I'm telling you guys, if you're gonna allow him to do this, yeah, to come with some people, some obviously his friends, or how many friends he has, yeah, wants to come with that to the park and bring that trouble to the park, and maybe start voicing this stuff and trying to aggravate the Muslims. Don't bring war to the park. We're trying to, if we're here, yeah, trying to promote peace, right? That is something for you guys to do. Go and speak to Sarah. Stop him trying to bring war to the park. We have to speak to other people. Okay, maybe it's Abu Ismail or whatever, and obviously try to calm them down as well, right? But if you're allowing Sarah to come with this war here to the park, then obviously we can't say anything to other Muslims as well if they're going to retaliate. Because if you come with war to the park here, other people have the right to retaliate, and that's just how it is. So it's up to you, Kalam, and I see Kalam here as the leader of this Kemetic thing. So Kalam, is up to you if you want to do something or if you want to just be a bystander. If you want to let it happen, it's going to happen. That's the reality. If Gabz doesn't say anything to his friend, I'm just saying, if Gabz doesn't say anything to his friend, then it's going to happen, you see. We see it happening right now. I see the cause and effect, right? And I'm seeing it right now, like a fight happening. And if you guys are just going to stand there and do nothing about it, or be quiet about it, or support it, you know, from the side, I'm just saying you're going to be at the park as well.
Okay,
you're
real
going to be at the
quickly,
park as
real
well.
quickly.
That's the reality.
Real quickly, I want to say, real quickly, nobody's leader. Every single individual out there is prominent in their own field and they're their own leaders. Everybody here is autonomous. Just to put that out there straight away.
I was voting for you to be my leader, bro. Well, go on, man.
Don't worry, King. Don't worry, King. I need your permission first before I can be your leader. Number two, you know, as far as I'm hearing from my brother Sarah, I don't hear him bringing any war to the park. Just to put it out there, he simply stated that he will be having his own people there, and he hasn't stated in what sense and in what way. Maybe it's moral support, or maybe it's something else. But let's not start jumping to conclusions based upon a heated conversation. That's number two. Number three is who do we have next? Hassan. Then we've got Ansir, and then we've got Gabz. All right, let's go.
Yeah, so just a few things that I disagree with Abdul Hamid, and also a few things that I disagree with Sarah as well. Brother Abdul Hamid, I don't think that, you know, when you say that people should, there's a certain way that people should act. I think people have their own right to act the way they want to act, okay? If they want to go low and be disrespectful, that's the way they're going to act. Secondly, I just want to of Aisha has already been set up by Brother Ahmed. He said that the definition of a child is that someone who's not reached puberty. That's the debate already there. Do you know what I mean? So we have to prove if Aisha reached puberty. Do you know what I mean? Or didn't. That's the debate. Another thing with Sarah is calling out Salafis. Now, Brother Shamsi is a Salafi, right? Brother Shamsi is a Salafi. He's not a terrorist. He's the first person to condemn terrorism. So for Sarah to be very loose, I think that's the problem with him. He's very loose with terms. Not to disrespect him, not to put him down, but that was very loose. A lot of brothers that come there are Salafis, but Salafis are not terrorists. The terrorists have the ideology of the Khawarij. That's two different things. If you go to many of the Salafi mosques, they have leaflets all over the mosque condemning terrorism. So to say Salafi terrorists is just very loose, and it's injustice to Salafis, because you know, the scholars in Saudi Arabia call themselves Salafis. The scholars in Saudi Arabia condemn terrorism. So when you say, like I said before, when I spoke before, we need to be specific. If you say Salafis, that includes Shamsi. That includes brothers who are Salafi that come there just to speak to Christians. We need to be specific. This is the problem. We're just too general with our terms. Do you know what I mean? So I can't say Kemetic, I can't say Muslim, I can't say we black, you know. So let's be specific. Who are we talking about? We're very loose with our terms. I don't mean to be disrespectful to Sarah.
Thank you.
I believe it's my turn now.
And hold on real quickly. I'm gonna get you on straight away, but real quickly, I'm just gonna let you guys know that I think we've reached the 3-hour mark. We've literally reached the 3-hour mark on this show, so we're gonna try to, you know, curtail it. We're gonna be simmering down, okay? Because I don't want this show to go on for too long. It's gonna be a long watch. I know you're gonna be sharing this show with your friends, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you are. We're on 250 people watching right now, and we're 137 likes. Can we just get that up to like at least 150? Let's get up to 150, man. Come on. Where you at, family? All right, Ahmed. Go ahead, King.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. What was I gonna say? To be honest with you, Sarah simply wants to be controversial. I don't really think he has any other intention other than to heat things up. Do you see what I'm saying? Personally, do I like what he's saying? Not at all. But I very much like what you said, Kalam. That is, if we can literally come to a conclusion whether the Prophet would fit such a term or not. If we can, without a single shadow of doubt, prove that the Prophet does not fit that definition, then to continue saying such thing would be slander. And I totally agree with you. And that's the whole point. I think that's why Muslims get really, really riled up with him, because it's like at the end of the day, we speak in English, innit? And if we're going to use words in English, then there's a dictionary that defines those words. Now, if you look in the dictionary, the definition of a child is someone that has not reached a fact, if that. And you call someone who's reached puberty a child just so you can offend people, then you are slandering. So unless he can prove that not only Aisha, I don't even know why we're even discussing Aisha and the Prophet in this light, really and truly just shows the person's agenda. Because if you look back 100 years ago and go all the way back, they're all married girls. All of them. The moment they reached puberty, they married them. They were, frank with you, they would look at us like idiots because we don't marry virgins. They would look at us like, what the hell are you doing? So as far as they were concerned, they wanted virgins fresh. As far as they were concerned, the moment you reach puberty, what are you doing? It's not like college or anything. You're not going to cinema. This is 1400 years ago in the deserts we're talking about. This is pathetic. And then the second term that he wanted to apply was molestation. That indicates abuse. Now, how is it that we have reports from this particular person that he's saying has been abused, saying completely different to him? So one, if she's reached puberty, and B, if she's saying that she has not been abused, how are you applying terms that does not apply to her? I rest my case.
All right. So you know what I'm going to do, okay? I'm going to do this. Sarah has lit the flame, okay? Sarah has lit the flame. What I'm going to do is contain it, quarantine it, and I'm going to start blowing it as fast as I possibly can, all right? That's what I'm going to be doing. So that means this. That's what I mean is this, okay? I definitely want to hear this debate, okay? I want to hear this debate. I want it to be a proper academic, scholarly debate. That's number one. I want to have it like that. So I need it to be controlled, okay? I need this flame to be controlled, all right? And I need to hype this up, okay? And I want personally my Muslims, those of you who are most adept, most articulate, most rational, most studied, to come together, okay? I don't know if it's one person, 2 people, 3 people, I don't know how much it is, okay? Come together and get Sarah and whoever else is in the mix, okay? I'm going to put this as a proposition to my brothers, okay? Come together, have this discussion, have this debate, and I want to have independent adjudicators. This is like, for me, this is just the easiest way to get it dealt with. Independent adjudicators to actually judge this situation, okay? Judge the situation. And I'm going to put it on my brother Sarah. I personally going to put it on him. I'm going to be like, Sarah, brother, if you lose or concede this particular point within inside of this debate, my brother, I don't want to hear that word being used. Because you know what that's going to prove? That's going to prove my brother to be false. It's going to prove my brother to be hypocritical. And it's going to prove him to be unjust. But, here's the big but now. If my brother proves his particular point and proves his case, he needs to be vindicated as being truthful, righteous, and actually purporting a very strong point that Muslims need to listen to and learn from it. And you Muslims need to stop bitching, okay, once my brother brings up this particular point, because you've had the opportunity to get the best and brightest individuals amongst your own group to contend this particular point, and it's completely unbiased, whereas independent adjudicators that's judging this particular point. And if you guys lose, okay, whenever you hear the term P applied to the Prophet, I don't want to hear nothing from you guys. You got to humbly accept it, in my opinion. Or if not, it's going to be looking like you guys are the wrongdoers and you guys are the aggressors. So that's what I'm proposing personally. I know Ahmed is on this. I want to see who else can actually join in with this type of conversation, because I think it's a good one. All right, and Sia, go ahead, King.
Okay, is that time for me now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Kalam, I just want to say it's a really good idea. I like the way that you go about this. We should tackle every specific topic individually like this and let people prepare and bring their arguments and have it out in a controlled manner. However, with this, I'm going to have to disagree with you because the fact is, who's going to be the judge? Who's going to be the one to call the shot on who won and who lost? And do they have the authority to enforce this rule amongst Speaker's Corner, or maybe amongst your channel, you can enforce that. But any further than that, you know, is that going to be possible? I don't think so. You know, so essentially, it's going to be workable up to your channel point.
Yeah. So first of all, it's going to be independent adjudication. So it's not going to be biased for anybody. So whatever the judges vote, however many of those judges that are there, whatever they vote, it goes. And whoever is taking part with inside of the actual debate itself, and whoever they represent. Okay. So I want my Muslims at Speaker's Corner, yeah, to choose those individuals, and those individuals need to speak on behalf of whoever has put them forward. So I'm only talking about Speaker's Corner. I'm only talking about Titans TV. The broader world, no. If that's what whatever they want to do outside, doesn't really matter to me. Only within outside of our community at Speaker's Corner and Titans TV. That's the only community I'm really concerned with at the moment. Okay, that's the only sphere of influence I have at this particular moment to actually impact. So if we could all agree, okay, whoever's taking part in the debate, whichever way it goes, we got to humble ourselves and say, you know what? We said it at the beginning. I'm going to take it on the chin.
Yeah. Actually, now I'm beginning to be won over by that, because this will create a sense of community more so if we all, you know, band together in that sense, and we have some representatives. This is what politics is. This is what democracy is. You have some representatives from each group, and they go together to represent the masses of numbers that they do represent, and you have your elected representatives to call the shots. So fair enough. It's quite a good system. I hope we can achieve something like that in Speaker's Corner. However, I would also like to make the point.
One condition.
Can I just make this point, because I have been listening to everybody else as well. I'm paying attention.
Go ahead.
People are breaking up.
Yeah, I just want to say that it's good that the Muslims came on today and expressed themselves and spoke their views, because they basically just confirmed everything we already know. The fact is, they've all got this mentality of world domination, and they let it slip. They can't help themselves. They're so proud to be so lucky to be born into the one true whatever. And they can't help but tell us that we're constantly going to be overridden and overtaken by one way or another. And I want to ask the question, they keep saying, oh, well, Islam taking over, blah, blah, blah. And I want to ask the question, what happens to the people who still disagree? Yeah, what's going to happen to us then? And when they refer to me as an ex-Muslim, you see how they make up stories about me? Oh, you must have had something bad happen. Even with Sarah, come on, these are common, pathetic, typical tactics, yeah? What about the arguments? Don't you think Sarah brings arguments to them and that's why they get upset? Don't you think I bring arguments to them and that's why they get upset? Yeah? Now, I want to stick through the arguments, and I never start any personal stuff or any threatening stuff. And to be honest, neither does Sarah, in my experience of watching these videos over the last few years. And it always turns out to be that they get upset, they roll you up, and then they say stuff like, what is it? Yeah, you must treat Islam as somehow special. Guys, if you could honestly make yourselves, control yourselves from abusing other groups, you would understand what's going on. But the fact is, you have special pleading issues. You think that only you have the right to demand this of everyone else, regardless of free speech. Yeah? And somehow you have this magical right above all else. Can I respond? Assume your dominance over the world already.
Okay, I'm going to say this. I'm actually going to put you guys on notice. I want to say, I dare you. I just dare you. I double, triple dare you just to interject once more. Any of you guys, just interject once more, and I'm going to eject you, all right? I don't like this whole interjecting nonsense that you guys are carrying on with. So I put you on notice. So let that be known. Brother Ahmed, go ahead, King. Brother Gabz afterwards, and then Brother Abu Talha. Brother Ahmed, are you there?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Kalam, first and foremost, bro. I gotta commend you for your for keeping the respect and everything. I like what you do, man. To be honest with you, I've also got to say the last statement you made I don't personally have any problems with it whatsoever. Just to clarify things, if you could, I just want to put a stamp on when we say we're going to discuss this particular matter. What is the benchmark? Is puberty the benchmark as per dictionary, or is there something else?
Great question, my brother. With that, we all need to come together and flesh it out. Okay, we need to flesh it out. So we need to have a precise definition or precise claim or precise definition. That's the right terminology to be used, where the claim is such and such, and then there is a negative claim as well. So we're going to flesh that out. Those people who want to participate, we flesh it out, we come to an agreement, we make sure that we can all agree on this, we all know what the topic is, and then we can go from there. So right now, we just simply putting forward a proposal, and then afterwards, we speak to each other's on other people on our parts, on our sides, to either agree with this conversation, agree to the binding proposition, and then afterwards we come together and we make sure that the definition is correct for us to debate.
Pick up my drawer, then I can breathe. I can't breathe without smoking.
See, you didn't want to listen, brother. All right, now, brother Gabz.
Oh, finally, flip me, but I feel like I've been waiting their time, bro. All these Muslims asking all these questions and that. But yeah, fam. Just 2 points here. 2 points I wanted to mention. Yeah. I'm stressed that the brother Abu Ismail is gone, because the point I wanted to explain something to him, because he seems to be getting confused, because he was mentioning that black people and Muslims are basically going through the same thing. The Muslims are going through the same thing that black people went through. Now, the reason why I want to actually show where it's not is because, for one, Muslims or Islam, that's a religion, and what black people went through is a cultural thing. So the religion and the culture of the Africans is two different things. That's one. And two, it's not the same thing, because also I don't see Muslims being put on ships, yeah, scattered amongst different nations, yeah, not being able to vote, not being able to drink, not being able to do any of the things that black people went from. So most of the stuff that black people couldn't do, I don't remember seeing no signs in movies, in movie theaters, shops saying, oh, only the Muslims can, only Muslims only over here, and the rest over here. I don't see those signs there. I don't see any water fountain saying only Muslims can drink from this, only this over here. But what I would say is, oh, and also, not even that, the Muslims can even travel. They can go to Saudi Arabia. Remember when they go on their Hajj or pilgrimage? Yeah, they pay their money and they all go down there and everything's fine. Saudi Arabia, nice, beautiful place. Do you know what I mean? Dubai, nice, beautiful place. Load of Muslims and stuff out there. They're living fine. So for him to say, yeah, that the Muslims are going through the same thing that black people went through, I highly doubt that. I would never agree with that. No way. That's one point. And the second point is to the brother Abu, that's got the I think the brother's got the tiger. He started saying something like, okay, if Sarah comes down to the park and we don't tell him because he's our friend, and if something happens, then that means something might happen to us. Now, I want to ask Abu something, because that sounds so silly. Abu, yeah, if you're with a group of friends, yeah, if one of your friends goes and does something, no, hold on, let me say again. If one of your friends, yeah, if one of your friends says something to someone, yeah, he says something to someone, he has an issue with someone, and you're not there, and now the friends of that person come and end up slapping you, yeah, and beating you up, would you say that's fair? Because that doesn't make no sense what you were saying, because you were saying, because if I don't tell Sarah something, yeah, and he goes and says something, even though I might not be there, you could say something and I might not be there, but the moment they see me now, they're gonna want to do something to me. That to me sounds like some crazy lunatic people. Because why would they want to do something to me when they know for a fact I haven't done anything? They don't know me. What, just because they see that I'm Sarah's friend? So that means, because now Sarah says something, oh, look, that's Sarah's, one of Sarah's friends. Let's go and get him. That sounds like some mob antics. That's something like gangs and mobs do. Do you know what I mean? When you say, oh, look, there's the man in that we're beefing. Look, those are his friends. Let's go and get them. That's what that sounds like to me, some gang stuff. So I would say on that point that you brought there, brother, that doesn't make no sense to me. And if someone even dare think that, listen, just because Sarah is doing something and they're gonna try and bring it to me, boy, I just say bring it in. If they're gonna bring that to me, then we'll see what happens there anyway. But anyway, those are my only 2 points there. That's me.
All right. Shouts out to my brother Jonah Haya. Shalom, shalom. My brother's in the building. Peace and salute to you, King. I see you. I see you. Family, we're getting this in, man. We're getting this in. It's been beautiful. It's been lovely. We're gonna actually have an after show talk as well, so don't you worry about it. I'm kind of winding up my brother Abu Talha right now because I know he wants to go in and he's thinking, damn, he's gonna close the show down. Nah, King, I've got you. I'm gonna wait till you speak before I shut the show down. Come on. All right, let me just quickly check though. Let me check the thumbs up before. No, all done, family. Come on, 2 more likes, man. 2 more likes, man. I ain't seen you lot ain't even reached 150 yet. All right, Abu Talha, go ahead, King.
I just want to say to Gabz, Gabz, I'm with you. I'm on your side. Okay, I spoke to you on the park. You're a respectful person. Kalam as well. That's what I'm saying. I don't want anything to happen to you or Kalam. I'm just saying that. I'm against anything happening to you guys. Okay, but I'm saying in the fight, if a fight happens, Muslims versus Kemetics, something happens, right? Things go out of control in a fight. There's not a controlled environment. Do you understand? There's ripple effects. You understand? So people will just associate you with him. If he's not there, you're there. You're the one who's going to get attacked. That's just the reality. I'm against it. I'm saying that is what would happen, you know. That's why I'm saying cautious of fight before it starts. And just to respond to Ansar, I wanted to say something to him, for ages, but I was allowing it. Ansar, you are an internet troll. That's what you are. I do not understand why Kalam invited you, seriously. I don't even know why you're here. Because I never see you on Speaker's Corner, okay? I never ever once seen you, okay? And you are probably Ahmadi or Shia. That's what you are, ex-Shia, ex-Ahmadi. You're not ex-Muslim, okay? You are not an ex-Muslim. That's the reality. And I know you guys. I know many of you. I've seen you. Ex-Shia, ex-Ahmadi or something like that. That's not even Islam. You are not a Muslim for one day in your life. Not even for a minute in your life. I could swear by Allah that you were never a Muslim in the first place, okay? So don't come to me with that. That's what I'm going to say to you. And basically what I want to say, before you wrap it up here, Kalam, just give me 1 second to collect my thoughts here, because there was a lot I wanted to say, or everyone was talking, so I lost my train of thought. What I want to say, especially about this Aisha thing, I could wrap it up right now in 2 minutes. Seriously, this entire thing about Aisha, and I don't want to do that. Obviously, I want to save it for that moment, for Kalam, But I just want to say this quickly, okay? The body is ready when puberty happens. The mind is ready when the parents say the mind is ready. Do you understand? So this is what even in the UK, they say at the age of 16, okay, that a woman can be married off with parental permission. Do you understand? With parental permission. Do you understand? So if somebody reached puberty, okay, and the parents decided they were mentally ready, there is nothing you or I can say about that. Even in America, go to America, there are certain states you can marry at age of 12. Do you know that? Even in the Bible, Mary was 12 years old when she was married to 90-year-old Joseph. Do you understand? So this is not something that is strange. Even at the time, the people that hated the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the most, they never once questioned his marriage to Aisha. Not once. It was something completely normal. The parents are the one who gave Aisha to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this is not something that is even debatable. But if you want to debate it, this is funny. I find it funny. I find it hilarious that you actually want to debate this. If you want to do it, do it. I will support it. I will hype it up, okay, on the park. I'll bring other brothers, Shamsi. I'll try to get them on the show, and I'll make it interesting. Let's make it interesting, I don't want it to be one knockout punch, and that's it. It's over, We can drag it out as long as you guys want. But that's all I'm saying, I don't say, oh, Kalam, your mother, or Sarah, your mother. I don't say that. Nobody says that. Nobody comes to the park and starts insulting people's mothers, You won't like it. Nobody comes to the park saying nigga. Nobody says that, okay? Nobody says this or that. I'm black person, just to let you know, But nobody comes to the park saying nigga, so you guys will be offended. You guys will knock them out, or something would happen, That's why nobody says that. And for the same reason, don't come and insult somebody's prophet, because the prophet, we love him more than our mother, more than our father, more than even our own selves. Okay, that's something you need to know, Gabz, more than our own lives. Okay, that's just the reality. So if you want to come and insult him, insult my mother first, insult me first. Okay, don't come and insult my prophet. But that's just the reality. Muslims are not going to take this lightly. I don't want it to come to a fight. That's the reality, but it will. It will. There will come a time when it will come to a fight. Because this guy, Sarah, I don't want to talk about him now, yeah, but Sarah, or whatever he wants to call himself, he wants to fight.
Stop.
Stop.
What I said. No ad hominems, my brother. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I don't want to do anything, obviously. I want to respect the show, but Sarah doesn't want to respect me, so obviously I'm not going to respect him. That's just the reality. That's the reality with other people as well. It's not only me. There's not a leader in the park, you know, who can control Muslims. There's not a leader in the park who can control the Kemet group, right? Obviously, I see Kalam as a leader, but obviously he probably doesn't see himself as that, or maybe other people don't too. I don't know. There is no leadership in the park, okay? People are going to say something. Other people are going to do something. Nobody controls it. It's a wild environment, you know. And advice to Muslims to calm down. And you guys, if you don't want advice, that's up to you. But I'm trying to calm it down. If you guys don't want to calm it down, that's what's going to happen.
All right, family. All right. Whew. Brother's getting in. You know what? Oh yeah, and Sia, no, I've got you in it. I've got you. Damn. It's getting powerful, you know. It's getting powerful. It's scary out here on roads, you know. It's scary. You know, certain people know my particular philosophy. In terms of you know, let me not go there. I wanted to catch a little bit of jokes, but I fear that my jokes are gonna be very dry as usual, so I won't go there. I'm gonna go straight to brother Ansir. And again, family, I'm actually gonna post the link within inside of the comment section very shortly, because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, family, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and we have to come off, okay, the live show. Okay, but I know a lot of these brothers here are going to be on the show till about 9 o'clock in the morning, relentlessly. All right, so I'm gonna shut down the show very soon, but I'm gonna post the link if you want to get involved inside of the live panel section. All right, Ansir, go ahead, King.
Yes, Kalam, you should tell your jokes, man. You're a very funny guy. I like it. Don't save them up for your missus. Yeah, we want to hear that joke as well. Anyway, all right, so. Basically, look, this is what I mean, man. Look, these guys come on, and I'm glad they come on, but then they behave like this, and they say these things in front of us, and still expect us to believe that they are peaceful people. Did you not see the veiled threats in that last guy's speech? I mean, come on, let's all be honest now. People are going to get hurt. I can't control this. Come on, mate. We're all trying to create a community here of peace. You are blatantly giving people the excuse to go around hurting people. Oh, well, we told you so. You shouldn't have crossed that line of saying that thing. Yeah? We live in UK, bro. Saying what thing? You don't get to make the rules. But this is, again, your expansionist, you know, idealistic mentality that you think you are so perfect and within such a perfect thing. And more specifically, Kalam, do one thing for me. Check the group chat of this live call that we're having and see what Abu Talha has been posting there. Please do that. Before you make a judgment about his words, have a look there, please, my friend, yeah? And you'll see what I'm talking about. Also, about me. He said, he swore to Allah that there's no possible way that I could ever have been a Muslim in my life. My brother, I'm 39 years old. I was a Muslim until I was 23 years old. Yeah, I was born in a Sunni family from Kashmir. Who knows? Does he know or do I know? Yeah, he said I have to have been an Ahmadi or an ex-Shia. There's no possible way that one of the true ones could have ever left it. Bro, I tell you guys for a fact, the reason I left Islam is because there's no good argument or no good reason ever presented to me for believing in it. Now, I put this challenge to anybody. Bring me a single reason why I should believe that Islam is true, and I will convert right there and then. But you cannot, because it's just made up stuff. Yeah, that's the fact of it. Now, you bring the arguments. I'm happy to do it on your show. I'm happy to do it anywhere. They say they never see me at Speaker's Corner. Kalam, how many times you see me at Speaker's Corner, bro? Yeah? Come on, man.
Untold amount of times. I won't deny you. I won't deny
they take it to the different side. That's my point. Go ahead.
All right. Family, it's been powerful, man. This show has been absolutely powerful. I've posting right now as we speak. So it's been a powerful show. Let me know, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I want to hear it. I want to read it. I know this show's going to be something else. What I want you guys to do, we got over 240 people here right now. Tomorrow, go back, check the show again, read the comments. If you're joining us late, go back into the beginning of the show, watch the entirety of the show. It is powerful. Trust me, it's mad powerful. I hope we can actually come to some type of resolution today. Number one resolution is we need to come to a form of unity, and if not unity, some type of palatability between the different camps themselves, because we want Speaker's Corner to continue. We want Speaker's Corner to flourish. Okay, we want it to flourish. It's so amazing to see so much diversity in the park. After so long of being at Speaker's Corner, I've never seen so much diversity up until now. Okay, I'm seeing Hindu brothers coming down. Okay, Hindu brothers coming down. I'm seeing Sikh brothers coming down. I'm seeing a great influx of atheists coming down. I'm seeing a big influence of alternative thinking Muslims come down. I'm seeing ex-Muslims come down. Damn, the blacks. Okay, the blacks, whether you represent Kemet, whether you represent Rastafariism, whether you represent, who else I'm seeing, just brothers from the actual continent itself coming through. Like, everybody is just like, it's just growing. It's just growing and flourishing. People coming down from all different parts of the country, nationwide, coming down to Speaker's Corner, coming from Americas, coming from worldwide, coming down to Speaker's Corner. This is a beautiful thing. We're actually having, we've built conscious community. Yeah, we built it. Trust me, we've literally built it. We've literally put it on the map. Okay, it's been on the map, but it's on the map right now. It's like, it's got a big X on it. It's got a big red circle on it. It's got Speaker's Corner attached to it. Like, we've been going in, family. So I love it. I love the fact that everybody's just been turning out, and I want more of you guys to turn out this week Sunday. Okay, this week Sunday represent. We had our brother Hilarious Zulu coming in, getting involved in one of his first debates with the lion himself, Hussein. I need to get that debate up soon as possible. Okay, that was mad powerful. Come down. We got the brother Hamza, the short one. He's kind of wench still. He's kind of like, yo, fam, what you do? You say you got a gym, yeah? All right, man. What, you been eating that good food yet? I swear he's got a black wife, man. He must be eating some soul food, trust me. But anyways, I want to say him himself. He says he wants to say, you know what, Kalam, I want to challenge you on something, or I want to bring something up to you. So please come down this Sunday and check out his information. It's going to be mad powerful. All of the brothers are going to be there. So present salutes to everybody in the chat section. But guess what? I've got to close the show down. I'm sure it's hitting the 4-hour mark. It's gotten to some crazy numbers right now. 3 hours gone by. So family, I can't stay up much longer. Love, peace, and he's saying, let me just read out some comments actually. What am I playing at? Christian Yaka Nation says, powerful content, Kalam, good panel, nothing wrong with using Islam's text to critique Muslims. Shouldn't be ITCH about truth hurts and it's bitter pill, but you must take it. You must ingest it. That medicine, medicine man, I like your smile.
Yeah, we're there. Medicine 2017, we're on the rise. You know how it is.
Trust me, family. Just literally type Times TV, log in your last comments or questions here so I can just get them out real quickly. Actually, these Kemet people are pretty effing cool. They accept me, and for that, on love. That is 333D worldwide. 333. Love to you, family. Anonymous says here, Pentecostal ministry will be. Let me just quickly get it in. Hotep Sen Kalam. That's Ramesu. What's good, family? Miss KK in the building. Foxy in Middlesbrough. This is going crazy. Maybe it's already was. Jeffa Cakes ingested. Terry, Mr. Riggs says the event's on Sunday. All right, for real. Oh man. Okay. I don't even have the information. No, I do have the information. So family, if you've got a business, okay, if you've actually got a business, we've got over 200 people tuned in right now, okay, but if you've got a business, please come down over the weekend. Yeah, what's taking place over the weekend on Sunday? Is it Sunday, my brother? It's the 16th. Let me know. 16th. Is that a Sunday? I believe it is. I believe it is anyway. So let me just say this: on the 16th. Okay, we're all meeting up outside the Cleopatra's Needle Victoria Embankment. This is in London on the 16th. Okay, go to the embankment. If you've seen the Cleopatra's Needle, yeah, that's where we're going to be linking up. On the 16th July 2017 at 2 p.m. sharp. Okay, 2 p.m. sharp. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be taking a massive group of photo. We're going to be promoting your business. Okay, we've got a grand network of support where we promote your businesses. We get other people involved to actually aid you in your business and to also be consumers of your business as well. So please come down. That's from my brother Terry, Mr. Riggs. So if you go into the comment section now, you will see Terry, Mr. Riggs. He'll give you the further information and details that you need. Black Ice TV is going to be there supporting the whole thing. So please come down on that day, which I believe is a Sunday before we go to Speaker's Corner. Amazing. All right. Family, what's that? You what, mate? Says Titans TV, ex-Muslim drops too much rational thinking. These people. Wow. True Fitman says Titans TV on fire. Kaba Nepti Unct, my queen, my sister, my emperor says big ups to Titans TV. Love the show always. Harry Singh says if we truly love God, then we must see him in all beings and treat them as such. 100. Couldn't agree any further. On that note, I'm going to actually close out. Thank you for joining us. It's been love, peace, and prosperity to you all. Love.